knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
wipe da Los Grandes pra cima da INTZ. Não foi encontrado. Triple kill para Buton.
Hoje é a final, eu quero ver todo mundo amassando, todo mundo jogando com sangue no olho.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, INTZ.
Olha o Guerra já derrubando o Iago e finalizando o Juan. A dos intrépidos.
INTZ foi o time que menos pontuou no sábado, maior pontuador de segunda.
Esquece.
Welcome you all to one more day of the Brazilian Free Fire League. The LBFF Season 5 is on its way. I am Marcelo Fiantini, and by my side, of course, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, to bring you all the insights for this Sunday of lots and lots of Free Fire, right, Carol?
That's super right, Marcel. I couldn't agree more because Free Fire Brazilian League, it is definitely a lot of action, a lot of blood, and a lot of slaughtering. And that's why I'm here today, because I like to see this kind of action, Marcelo.
We all like to see lots and lots of action. We saw an introduction video for INTZ who is in Group B, and the Group B is the group that joins us for this day alongside with Group C, who played yesterday against Group A. So we have lots of different matchups coming in today. Carol, what do you expect? We have Group A as the most aggressive group in the Free Fire Brazilian League, but we have Groups B and C that plays a more slow-paced and studied style, and we might find ourselves in some wars at the end of the games today, right?
That's right, Marcelo. Of course, Group A, it's known since last season to be the most aggressive one here in Free Fire Brazilian League, and this season also is not different. But let's see what Group B will bring us, because we have lots of things to happen today, and with Loud, Team Liquid, INTZ, Esports, God You Need Us, and Nitrox. And my expectations today will go directly to Sports that had a good start last weekend, and for sure they will come to try to take the top one again.
But what we need to see, Carol, is a little bit more of Loud. The former runner-up, the former vice champion for the Brazilian Free Fire League, left the first week, leaving that taste of not starting very good for the Season 5. What do you expect from Loud today, Carol?
Well, we know that for those who have watched Free Fire Brazilian League since Season 1, Loud is a former one here around here, of course, so maybe they were having some kind of troubles because let's say they were overtired because of the past competition was each one followed by other, and they went through so much after the fourth season of LBFF and also the World Series. So let's cut them some slack because they were kind of tired, but I don't think around here things will get any slower than that, so they should have come prepared. They should have, of course, take some time for themselves, but still keep practice, even though it is so much going on for them, because like you said, they are the runner-up, so the expectations are on them, the pressure are on them for sure.
And definitely Loud needs to get better. They are in the second to last place for the start of this day. But let's check the schedule for you to get to know the teams that will be playing on this weekend. We had this matchups happening yesterday, and today we have God Unidas, INTZ, Loud, Nitrox Top 10, SS Esports, and Team Liquid going against B4, Corinthians, Furia, Netshoes Miners, Team Coda Solid, and Team 1. What do you expect? No, we still have one more schedule for you guys to know, because we have games on Monday. We have games on Monday, and we have schedule for Monday,
which is a different time because it is nighttime here in Brazil. It is happening at 7 p.m. But Group A will have a double game. So Group A is going to play today and also tomorrow, joining the Group B. And we like to see the competition between Fluxo Team and Loud, because we know they had they were in a tie last season. only separated for one buoy because Fluxo team got 8 buoys and was the final decision to separate both teams. So yes, it's going to be very interesting to watch both teams and see what also Loud have what they prepare for today, but also for tomorrow.
And then we get to see all the 18 teams from the Brazilian Free Fire League playing in the whole weekend and on Monday. And let's check out who is destroying this league, because we gotta know the kill leaders for the season up to today. Mamute still leading the score, but he had a slow day yesterday, right, Carol?
Yeah, I don't think he will lead not for long, Marcelo, because MTS, he was in a tie with Mahmoud as well, and probably he will come today very hungry to get the kills. But someone I would like to point it out, it is Hazuri, who played yesterday for Corinthians, and they are playing today again. So let's see if he will keep it up with the kills, because he's only 2 points behind of Nobru and also Nando 7 and also MTS. So today the competition will be even more tighter. So let's see if Mahmoud can hold on a little bit in his 34 kills, but I don't think so.
And it's funny to point out that Hazur started this week yesterday with 15 kills, and now he has 25 kills, 10 kills in one day, while Nobru, for example, started the weekend with 20 kills and got 7. So
That's
Razur,
a huge difference, right?
it's a big difference, and Razur shows that he's having a good weekend. And we gotta say that the top kill leader for Corinthians was Ousado, was not Razur at the start of the weekend. A weekend that started with the standings quite differently than what we have today, right?
Yes, I was very curious to see the standings, because Corinthians is leading the standings and they are coming to play again today. So I'm pretty much sure they are going to defend, because they were the only one to reach the top of 200 points. And yesterday for sure was a good day for Corinthians, so good that I'm going to call Corinthians Day, because like I said, they were the only team so far to reach the points of 200 points, the mark of 200 points.
And
but
yesterday, Carol, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was doing the math, and while we had Corinthians scoring an average of 51.5 points, and I was wrong. I was counting that Corinthians already had the 4 days of play, and no, they have 3 days of playing. So what we have is Corinthians with an average that's nearing 70 points a day. Carol, that's a lot of points.
yes, of course, but something interesting that happened yesterday is that all the teams from Group A and Group C, they are located right now in the top 12, but I don't think for any longer. Team 1 is right behind of Santos. Also SS will come. We got expectations on SS Sports to also come back at least for the top 10 or the top 5, but I'm pretty much sure today we're gonna watch a lot of actions.
Lots and lots of action coming in for you guys today. We will have 6 maps coming in. Of course, our usual rotation of maps. You guys will check this out under me and under Carol. We will start with Purgatory, then we'll go to Kalahari, then we'll go to Bermuda, and then we'll do this once again. 6 maps for you guys to check this out, and we have something for you guys to check on the screen, right, Carol? Which INTZ are we going to see today? The INTZ from round 1 with only 15 points and 5 kills, or the INTZ from round 3, the team that posted the most points for the day?
Yes, and INTZ, who are the team that not having a good passage. They didn't have a good passage from last season, and they actually went down to the Access group, and they had to fight over their spot here in the Serie A. So this is going to be a little bit hard for them also to keep it up, but let's let's hope we have the same sagacity they had in the round 3, because I mean not the round 3 but in the day 3, because I'm pretty much sure they are able to do that as much all of the other teams around here. And with one Booyah, I'm pretty much sure they already got a little bit more of confidence.
And we gotta say that INTZ is currently in the last place in our standings, and that shows because INTZ is one day behind, one day of playing behind the other teams. The Group A still haven't played for this weekend, so INTZ has the tools it needs to get to the top 12 if they play the way they played for the round 3, right?
For sure. And we talk a lot about INTZ, but also yesterday we watched a great action from Team Coda Solid that respond very well through all the teams that came for them. And that's the thing. You have to be prepared for any single thing. Sometimes you have a plan already set, but when you rotate around the map, you have to be prepared for what's to come, because teams have been changing a lot their strategy around here. And also I'm talking about them because they have been playing a different kind of style of game, because they were less aggressive, and things here in Serie A, it's definitely not slow. But seems like yesterday, Marcelo, things started a little less exciting than their first week, right? So teams that showed us a lot of action, and yes, I'm talking about the Fluxo team and Vivo Kid. Yesterday, they had not had a glorious day, and it goes the same to Los Grandes. And it goes the same for Los Grandes, and we watched much of them yesterday. But seems like we have to stay tuned for what's to come.
Check it out.
Fala, tropa. Falar um pouco sobre a nossa oscilação nessa primeira rodada, né? O sábado, por algum motivo, tudo que a gente tentava fazer dava errado.
Squad Wipe da Los Grandes pra cima da INTZ.
Só que logo após o jogo, nosso time teve uma conversa, falando sobre os erros e tal. E na segunda-feira, nosso time conseguiu mostrar um pouco do nosso jogo e foi a melhor equipe do dia.
Dos intrépidos!
O que eu espero do time é que pelo menos a gente chegue até a final. Depois da final a gente vai treinar muito, eu tenho certeza que a gente vai brigar pelo título.
Respeito. And we had lots of discussions regarding INTZ, the team that we have to stay tuned because they had 2 completely different days, but a team that had a constant showing up. We have 2 teams that we have to talk about that are being constant throughout the whole season, and it's Corinthians and Team Liquid, right, Carol? We had Team Liquid scoring 3 second places up until today, and they are in almost all matches, in almost all maps they've played, they are on the top 6 or above. So what to say about this constance that Corinthians and Team Liquid are having? Corinthians leading the score and Team Liquid able to keep it up, even if they are the only team who don't have a Booyah yet.
Well, about Team Liquid, I think they are an excellent team. They have everything they needed to get a Booyah. They always are almost there, and that's okay. Okay, it is important to get Booyahs, but sometimes at some points they get even more points and higher scores than their teams that get Booyahs. So in their case, exceptional. Sometimes it's no need for Booyahs. Of course, it is always it is the best thing to get the Booyah and be the last one survivor. But they are the best team in LBFF so far in Purgatory map. So let's hope for the first match that is coming. Maybe Team Liquid will get their Booyah or even more points to help them to climb up in our table.
Yeah, and we are going to Purgatory right now for you guys to check it out, but we know that Team Liquid needs the Booyah. They need to take that 0 off the score. They are the only team with no Booyahs yet. However, that constance, that stillness in their way of play is paying off. Like just as Corinthians, we had Corinthians yesterday with only one bad map, with only one bad result, and that gave them the first place in the scoreboard. In a day that they started with 127 points and finished with 208, 81 points for Corinthians yesterday.
Yes, that's excellent, and that's actually that spirit around here. Even though you have bad days, just stand up, fix your mistakes, and do it again.
And it's funny, I'm the averages guy. Corinthians scoring an average above 13 points per map.
Wow.
That's more than a Booyah, since the Booyah awards 12 points for the team that gets there. If a team gets a Booyah with only 1 kill, they scored 13 points, and Corinthians did this throughout the whole 6 maps yesterday. So what do you expect? Do you think that Corinthians will keep this level of playing for today?
Of course, even because yesterday they were trying to keep a low profile. If we think about the Booyahs from yesterday, was most of because their positions in the final stages of the game. So if you want to try to set a strategy in the beginning of Free Fire Brazilian League, is to get points to be ahead of the other teams. So try not to die in the beginning, in the early stages of the game. Avoid early battles like before in Santos yesterday. They were always trying to fight over a call, and that would damage both of the teams, because even though before sometimes wipe down the whole squad of the Santos, they were always left only 2 players, and they were easy target for the other teams. So the better strategy right now to begin in this first 2 weeks is stay alive until the late stage of the game, so you can get at least points for position.
And the funny thing, Carol, is that the strategy that Corinthians chose to be on the edges of the first or the second safe zones, and like a little wide to the sides of the middle of the map, it gives them a strategic position, because they see the teams coming in with the position ready for him, but they are not spotted by the teams in the middle, because they are not looking for people. They're not going at people outside the safe zone. They're keeping their safe spots, so that leaves Corinthians in a hole that leaves the whole Corinthians squad free for them to just defend against teams coming in, right?
Exactly, and they have to defend mostly right now their position in the top 1, right?
But I think that we have some info from the control tower. It seems that we are ready to take off. Let's go to Purgatory, please! Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D1, we're heading straight to Purgatory. I'm Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side my co-pilot Carol Bombshell are ready to take you there. So strap your boards and let's get ready to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first destination here in Free Fire Brazilian League, that is Purgatory. And be ready, because I'm pretty much sure Corinthians before Team Coda Solid, Netshoes Miners, Furia, Team 1, SS Sports, Team Liquid, God You Need Us, Nitrox, Top 10, Loud, and INTZ came more than ready.
And then we have Corinthians going for the Lumber Mill, and they may find a fight with Furia that landed on Central, but we have Marble Works with SS and Team Liquid also there, where we can have some interesting fights to begin this day, as we have got Unidas and the Netshoes Miners team also close, Carol.
And what is very close here today, it is Netshoes Miners from the other teams that also go to Brasilia, Cole. And we know that the neighborhood of Brasilia, it's always crowd. I hope it's not the crowd that is here in Brazil, because we are not huge fans of Brasilia.
But now we have the whole board of teams going for their loots, going for their favorite weapons. And now, Carol, the God Unidas team seem to want to take a safe spot right at the beginning of the game, right?
And I don't know if you remember, but they were the first ones to get the first blood in the first week. So people around them should watch out. Special those ones that goes to Brasilia. Like I said, the Netshoes Miners are around the corner. I don't quite remember if they were the first ones to be taken down, but I don't think so because it was Group A against Group B. But anyway, in case you guys are wondering, where the players there is in Corinthians today.
And maybe we will have fight, Carol.
Go ahead.
Sorry, but we will have some fights going on. Atividade already with the grenades coming in, trying to take off the Guardianidas players. Vitinho is already down for Netshoes Miners, and they have to fight a 3v4. We see Bob trying to rush in. The players from Netshoes Miners trying to use the shield. 2 players down. Vitinho once again down. And Natividade hits the headshot against Miguel. EGZin trying to run and heal itself while Miguel is going to be down. Natividade gets the first blood. But Mike puts Vitinho back to the lobby as well. We have 2 teams with 3 players remaining. Netshoes Miners and God Unidas all lost a player, and they are inside the same house. They have the utility to fight, they have the close range, and now we get to see EGZin trying to snipe a player from under the stairs. The God Unidas team trying to hold on themselves. Natividade is spotted. He uses the fences to protect himself, trying to find the grenades over there, but EGZin puts Arruda down. Netshoes Miners team are in a bad position. In Cebolinha gets the first kill, and Arruda is back on the lobby, and the God Unidas team is wiped out. Go back to the lobby. You're the first eliminated team, but Netshoes Miners also lost a player, Carol.
I mean, one player can make a big difference, but they already are holding in 3 players, especially Natividade and Cebolinha, which we know they make a great duo for Netshoes Miners. Natividinha. It is actually Cebotiva.
Cebotiva. I like Natividinha because of the linha at the end. But Cebotiva is a
That's
nice
what
name.
they are calling the Brazil.
The dual name.
Yeah.
And now we see Netshoes Miners trying to reposition themselves. The consistency of the drop call paying off for them, right?
But who paid a lot of right now was definitely God. They went back to the lobby with 0 points for position, but 1.4 kill.
And then we might have the Nitrox of 10 going against the team Coda Solid. And this fight might be coming in. Both teams with no information about each other, but now Ney have spotted Team Nitrox top 10, and Bonsai is the first target. He gets a lot of shots, but he manages to get inside the house to a safe spot. But now we will have this fight going on. Coda Solid and Nitrox top 10 might engage in the second fight of the day. Vitinho trying to find the information. He tries to spot a few players from Nitrox top 10. They cannot be spotted because the houses are protecting him. And now Vitinho, that got the information, is trying to find out if they are still there or if they left. Victor found the information about the players rushing through the houses over the fence, and he is ready to get this information to Team Nitrox top 10, and maybe we will have this fight, Carol.
And it's going to be very interesting to watch this fight, especially because Team Coda Solid and Nitrox top 10, they came together from Serie B. Team Coda Solid was the first one, and the Nitrox top 10 were the runner-up, so they were also fighting against each other in Serie B. But let's see if they will remain calm just to get a position. And who's also trying to get position, it is Loud. And we have watched in the past season the fight between INTZ and Loud in the very same spot.
The very same spot going on, and now Loud has Kronos with the sniper rifle trying to find some players. Banoda took a lot of damage, half-life of damage, but now we have INTZ in a good spot. Aranha already have the AWM. Italo with the AUG. We might have some better weaponing for INTZ, Carol.
And like I said, we have watched this many times last season, INTZ against Loud, and most of the times Loud always get the best results. But it looks like maybe Loud will try to keep a low profile.
They may try to fight this fight another day, and now we might have a triple team fight with Furia, B4, and Team Liquid. Furia trying for the best positioning right now. God on the top of the rock, trying to find some information, trying to spot some players. And once again, one playing with the Saitama skin and maybe getting to one punch somebody in this round. He has the sniper rifle, and if he hits the head, it's one punch, man.
Something very interesting, as you can see, is the little avatar of 1-9, and he's matching with his character.
Where is it? It was jumping outside of the screen, and I couldn't see it. And now Ousado getting the mushrooms, and they are repositioning themselves. The first safe zone is already on the map and already closing up on the players. And the SS team playing the safe game, right, Carol? Right at the south of the map, still on the golf course.
Yes, right now it is the time for them to position themselves in the last of the... sorry, just go ahead.
And we have the grenades coming in, as I finding lots of damage, and now trying to get the Corinthians team to the ground. We have Corinthians against Team 1, a fight that happened yesterday, but into different conditions for the Booyah. Yesterday we had this fight, and now Azai is the one trying to engage the fight, trying to find the first kills, but Ousado already bringing the grenades as well, and Jello puts VTR down with the grenade. The first player is down, the first goal. B goes on for the day, and he finishes it off. The grenades coming in from Jello. One player down, one player out in the Team 1 team, and now Ousado going for the shots against Azai. He uses the ice barriers to protect himself, uses the healing kit, the health kit, for him to stay alive for a little bit of time for the fight. Zenak with the sniper, trying to find a spot, trying to find the pixels to get the shot. Azai is getting trampled by Ousado. Nice headshot by Ousado. Another player down for Team 1. Corinthians putting 2 players down, 1 out and 1 down for Team 1. And now Corinthians with the shotguns trying to get rid of Zenak. Zenak is down. Drizzy using the shotguns, and VN10 puts Razur down. Gelo tries to come back and puts VN10 down. 2 players up for Team 1 against only 2 players for Corinthians. And VN10 is back on the lobby as well. 3 versus 2 because Razur is back on its feet. Azai trying to hide on the trees, but he's getting sighted by Ousado with the help of Drizzy. He gets to stay alive, but Azai on the tree, he gets once again run over by Ousado, and he finishes it off! 3 kills for Ousado, and he puts the Team 1 back on the lobby.
And I tell you what, Team 1 got the a better, visualization of Corinthians because they were on the top, but maybe they took a little bit longer to respond of Corinthians, and Corinthians came for them. But looks like Nitrox top 10 will come for Corinthians because they have already spotted them.
They spotted Corinthians, and they know that Corinthians lost a player. They are without one of their players, and Chinese was spotted. Now Corinthians may have the advantage for the fight, but SS and Furia also fighting against each other. Memgod trying to use the grenades, and maybe he will find the player down. He put Button back on the ground. Once again the grenade, and now MTS with 2 players down. He finishes off Memgod Kobe style, and now we have a 3 versus 4 fight. Bielgod trying to sight Jubinha over there, but Jubinha gets the better, and Button with the shotgun once again, putting Bielgod down, and now Button and MTS finishes it off! SS team wipes out the whole Furia team and gets the 4 kills with no players back on the lobby. Nice fight for the SS team.
And that's what we were waiting from them. This kind of action and this kind of aggressive, because they were fighting over the top last weekend, and they were one of the best teams last weekend for sure, and that's what we want to watch from them. And also we want this battle against Team Coda Solid and Nitrox top 10.
Team Corosari and Nitrox top 10. But Nitrox looks like they are with only three players over there, and they might be engaged in a disadvantageous position. That may not be the best fight for Nitrox top 10, but now the fight is already on. They had the time to think and they didn't think it through. But now Team Corosari pressuring the whole Nitrox top 10 and Vitinho with the grenades. He's also doing a great job with the grenades, but Victor puts Vitinho back on the floor also with the grenade. Pão trying to find a better positioning for him to snipe the Nitrox top 10 players, while Peck tries to engage into a gunfight. Peck trying to find the best spot. 3 players inside the ice barriers, and they are using the ice barriers to try to go up, but Pão spotted it. Chinês put Pão on the floor with a nice headshot, and now Bonsai trying to find the best spot to fight. Chinês once again puts back down, and Team Cold Solid Soul wiped out because of Chinês! He rushes in, he gets 2 kills, and he puts Team Cold Solid, a team who had a nice Saturday, back on the lobby to rethink their Sunday, Carol.
Yeah, and it was 3 against 4, Marcelo. You talk about the... Oh, no. They got the full
They
squad.
got the 4th player back. Meanwhile, we were having the fight.
That was a little bit trick of us, but right now it is 3 against 4 because Netshoes Miners, it's 1 less player, and let's see if a Nitrox top 10 will squad wipe them.
Let's see. They got the upper hand. They got the advantage of positioning on with the top view from the Netshoes Miners players coming in. They got the high ground, and Netshoes Miners need to go through them, but Corinthians is also coming for this fight. 2 teams with only 3 players remaining, Netshoes Miners and Nitrox top 10. Maybe it's time for them to join forces and try to wipe out Nitrox, but G's goes after them, but IG's in with the sniper, puts the first player down. Chinês, he was the star of the last fight. He may try to star once again, and he puts Natividade back to the lobby. Chinês making a huge impact for Nitrox top 10 this game. He's got the triple kill, and he's going after Cebolinha. EGzinho also down, and Cebolinha is the last player remaining for Nitrox top 10. He puts 2 players on the floor with the headshot, but he gets wiped out by Victor, who has 4 kills, and once again Nitrox top 10 goes out with the 4 players remaining, Carol.
Yep, they die. Oh, Netshoes Miner, they die, but they die fighting.
They died fighting, and now we have B4 going against the SS team. R7 leading the rush for Nitrox, but the grenade comes in, and Phoenix may try to bring it back, and he lost lots of life with that grenade, but R7 gets left in the open while we have this fight going on, and maybe Team Liquid will join this fight. Piozada is getting some information. The grenade launcher comes in, and Lobato puts Phoenix on the floor. Jubinha also on the floor, and maybe he is going back to the lobby. Phoenix also on the floor. We have Button and MTS standing, and maybe not taking the bait to try and save Phoenix because he is being watched by Lobato with that grenade launcher, while MVR steals a kill from the SS team, and we have Team Liquid fighting against Team Loud, and Kawan is down and Kawan is out. Piozada doing his job and putting Kawan back to the lobby. Once again using the ice barriers to climb up the mountain, trying to find the kills, and then VR and Aranha wiping out the whole team from Loud. Aranha with the grenades and the sniper rifles, trying to engage the fight. Team Liquid and INTZ. Guerra with the grenade puts Pedro RS down. From the top down advantage. Pedro is back on the lobby. Italo going up against Boss, and he puts Boss back on the lobby, and Nitrox top 10 is also back to the lobby. We are having some connection issues, but we will soon retrieve to the fight, and now we have Team Liquid wiped out with Lucas SKN using the Groza, and only 4 squads remaining in SS team, INTZ, B4, and Corinthians. Gelo is down, and maybe B4 will get to the fight with 4 players remaining. The final fight will be advantages for the B4 team. Not fighting against Santos at the beginning of the game, they got to the end of the game, and now Randall eliminates Rajur. Only 2 players standing for Corinthians, Gelo and Ousado. Before, with the whole squad inside that house. They have the sights on Corinthians and they might try to find this fight. INTZ also 2 players, Guerra and Ítalo. Ítalo, the Scooby-Doo strategy player. Now he's going for the fight. We have MTS on the floor and the last remaining player from the SS team has to help its teammate, because this fight is going to happen with 4 teams but only 12 players. INTZ and B4 with their whole squads, but Corinthians and SS team with only 2 players, and Gelo is now gone. Corinthians has only Ousado remaining, and he will get run off, and SS Sports also gets eliminated. Corinthians will be the next one. Corinthians also back on the lobby. We have INTZ going against B4. The first player from INTZ is down, but Aranha brings it back. He gets one more player down. Iago has its sights on Guerra, trying to find the shots with the sniper rifle. Aranha, he retreats to the tree, and maybe Lobato and R7 doing their jobs from far away, but the grenades are coming in. Lucas SKN with the grenade launcher, and Aranha gets the kill with the sniper rifle. Randall going in with the shotgun. Iago brings it back. What a nice fight, and INTZ goes down. It's Booyah before. What a fight at the end of the game! The two teams giving and taking and giving and taking, and in the end, B4 took it all, Carol!
And who would have pictured that before we get the first booyah today? Before, who had not a very good day yesterday, a lot of early fights against Santos, but today Santos is not here, and this is maybe a chance for before show what they have came for. But Marcelo, let's talk about this beautiful last minutes of INTZ using the grenade launcher, and also have a great second place here after this beautiful booyah of before as well. And we talk about in the beginning in our art that which INTZ we could expect it today. It looks like they start with the right foot and came maybe with the second one. They got a lot of numbers for killing, positioning, and a booyah.
That was a nice game from INTZ, holding their positioning, holding their advantageous positioning, but the final fight left me with a bittersweet taste in my mouth. They had 2 players down for B4, only Randall and Iago on the rock, and Iago did the job, got 5 kills for the match and wiped out INTZ. I was ready to shout Booyah INTZ, and Iago did its job, turning the game around for B4. That was an amazing fight from Iago, right?
Yes, that was definitely an amazing fight for Iago. He did for sure his best, and he helped his team a lot for sure. But what about Corinthians?
Once again, on that 12-13 points mark that we had them having yesterday, Carol. Once again, building that advantage in the rankings, going for 220 points right now.
Amazing.
And we might be looking at the most consistent team in LBFF 5.
Yes, that's definitely right. I couldn't agree more, because Marcelo said last weekend that Corinthians, even though they didn't get always booyah, they were always consistent in their positioning in the table, because they were always trying to get in the top 5, in the top 3, and that's what they did here today in the first match. And they will, with these results, they will keep they will hold their positioning in the first place in our table, right, Marcelo?
And the closest team on Corinthians right now is Team Coda Solid. So Coda Solid did not have a good day, a good start of the day, and maybe SS team will get to shorten that distance a little bit, but it's consistency, the name of the game. Team Liquid also getting 9 points, also a consistent team, but Corinthians is doing this magically, getting kills, getting positioning, fighting to keep their spot as the guardians of the last safe zone. If you want to go in the last safe zone, you have to go through Corinthians, and this makes them get lots and lots of kills, and that results in the standings. Right, we have the standings for you guys to watch at home, and Corinthians is going to 218 points. Sorry, I miscalculated, but 218 points. And now the B14 with the third Booyah closing in up and getting to the top 5, Carol.
Excellent for them, but something that we already expected here to see today, it is the aggressive team, SS Sports team, and they finished this last round in the 4th place, and they will coming to climb in the table, and if they keep getting the same results also, they will still have a great positionings in the table. But talking about what we are seeing here, Loud in the last place in the bottle, this is very bad.
And Carol, we had a NTZ starting the day in the last place. That slow start in the first day, in the first round for NTZ, made them go way back on the standings, but now they're trying to climb it back. They've gone through Loud, and now they're tied with God Unidas. They have a Booyah. The only thing is they are the team. They still are the team with less kills in the standings.
And this is actually very surprise for the Loud fans, because Loud, they were the run-uppers not only in the last season, but also in the World Series. They have been playing against players from other continents, so I mean, they got the experience, they got the view, and I'm pretty much sure we all, not only of us here, but every single one is asking themselves right now what is going on with Loud.
That's a slow start for Loud, no doubt about it. It's the 3rd day of competitions for them, and they are only with 34 kills as well. And then we need to understand what's going on with Loud. So let's do this thing right now. I will take a break, and I will spend 3 minutes researching what's going on with Loud, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go to break. I like the early first bloods, but I love when we get to the late stages of the game, and then we have lots of teams trying to engage into fights at once.
Well,
and look at Kawan, he got 3 kills with the grenade.
No!
3 kills with the grenade for Kawan.
One time left, right, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. One time, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back live for more Free Fire Brazilian League, and of course we were researching about Loud, and we got to the conclusion that they are still on the World Series vibe, right, Carol?
That's what I'm gonna say, the vibe. Maybe they have started with this, we are ready, we are, got the experience, but things have changed. We have noticed that, especially with the newcomers. Nitrox top 10, they not only took down Team Coda Solid, but the Nitros Miners, which are very experienced here in Free Fire Brazilian League. So people around here know what they are doing.
They know
right?
what they're doing, definitely. We are having teams from Serie B coming up and taking spots, taking names. Team Coda Solid, Los Grandes, Nitrox top 10. They are getting to places that maybe some of the Serie A teams did not expect. So now they gotta understand they're all Serie A teams right now. But I've got some info. I've got some connection. The control tower allows us to take flight. So let's take off for the next map. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D2, heading straight to Kalahari. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side is my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, and we invite you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful desert of Kalahari, and get your cameras ready because we are about to watch great actions from these teams here.
And before once again going for the oil rig, but today they don't have to fight Santos for the oil rig spots, and maybe without Santos playing this match, it's the right call for them to go for the oil rig, right, Carol?
Of course, and I don't think they will ever give up. Right now, it is more something about pride, and I don't think they want to give up with Santos, with no Santos, but this hasn't been a very good map for them, of course, because of Santos, but also they haven't getting a lot of rotations. They always try to keep in the same right spot because the refinery, it is good because they have the overtop views, but if we compare about Team 1 that get in their favorite drop call and then rotated to also a overtop view, it is kind of interesting to watch their different actions between B4 and Team 1, and Team 1 have come for B4.
And Team 1 have come from before, and a message from John Cena, they never give up. For those who like wrestling, they will understand.
The trigger again.
The trigger once again. John Cena always gets me triggered. But we are watching the teams getting their loots, getting their positionings. Team 1 going for the buying machines. And maybe we will have a slow start. What was the tonic of the day yesterday in Kalahari, right, Carol?
Yes, and we know that Kalahari is also the best map for Furia team. Furia team, they have the best of the best results from last season. Yesterday they had also a quite great result, was in Kalahari.
Yeah, definitely.
They got a booyah in Kalahari. And let's see, today they start very bad. They only got 1 point in the bottom position, in the 11th position, and I'm pretty much sure was for the kill. for a kill, but let's see if today they will also have a good day, because they are a very aggressive team as well. Mem got 190, BL got, and Field 11, they are known to be one of the best squad in LBFF, because they have already the harmony and the vibe of each other. So let's see if they can match this energy, also win this map to get another booyah.
They have the tools they need for it. We watched their rotation on via Comandante Hamilton on the chopper, on the helicopter, and now the rotation going on for Furia, and maybe they will get spotted by B4, or they will get a good positioning to get the refinery, to get the oil rig position from B4. It seems that B4 is not aware of Furia going under them through the mountains, but Furia probably knows that B4 is inside the oil rig, right, Carol?
That's what I'm gonna say. Before, for sure, Furia team for sure know that before it's up there, because before only got this call in refinery. It's because of probably Rush and Lobato and Juan, because they have been playing the whole last season in the same spot in Kalahari map, and all the teams already know about that. But what we don't know is if the safe zone will get a squad wipe over Team Liquid.
We had the same situation going on in the first week, but now it seems that the danger zone was a little lenient on Team Liquid. They got away fast and with no casualties over there, while we have Team Coda Solid trying to join the fight against B4. They are trying to engage B4, trying to leave the oil rig, but now we have the ice coming in, we have the ice barriers preparing the path for Team Coda Solid, and they are trying to run over. Vitin uses the bounce and now goes after Randall. Iago is well positioned on the tower, and now Vitin using the mountain to keep himself safe, but the grenades are coming in. He's trying to keep himself safe. Beck is leading the charge, and he finds the headshot against R7, and Beck sends the first blood against B4. The first blood is Team Coda Solids, and now they have the positioning to take the oil rig, but Furia may join this fight. We recall that Furia was near the oil rig over there, and they might hear the gunfire and might join the fight. Vitin puts Lobato down, but Iago brings Peck to the ground. Iago eliminates Peck and puts him back to the lobby. But two players from the B4 team right now with the grenade from Vitin are on the floor. Only one player remaining, and that's Iago. He's on top of the tower, and Vitin finishes off Lobato. Another fight going on is between Loud and SS Esports, but we are focused here on B4 against Team Coda Solid. What a nice fight by Team Coda Solid. No players down, and almost the whole B4 squad on the floor. Only Iago remaining. Team Coda Solid lost one player. Iago got one kill with the positioning, but he was not able to support the team throughout the whole fight, and now Vitin finishes off Randall.
And if Iago dies right now, it's going to be from the booyah straight to the lobby.
Straight to the lobby, definitely, Carol. Well pointed out. And the oil rig proving to be not a good place for B4 to start the games, right?
Yes. I mean, people here, the teams here already know B4 call by heart. And the question is, they should keep themselves still in the same drop call, or they should at least rotate, because this is going to help them to be less market.
Do they need this drop call? That's the great question. It's not bringing them profit. It's only being bad for them. And Buton gets Miguel on the floor as we join the fight between God Unidas and SS team. Buton and Miguel on the floor. Ahuda using the double vector to put Buton down. Buton finishes off Miguel, and the grenades are coming in to try and fight Ahuda, who was trying to rush and get the kills on Phoenix and Buton both on the floor, and only MTS fighting, trying to use the grenades and wiping out and trying to wipe out the whole team from God Unidas, who may retreat. And now Phoenix is going back on its feet. Bobs finishes off another player from SS team, and Phoenix back on the floor. He will die from the grenade or from the shots. Right now, Ahuda finishes off, and only MTS fighting, but Kronos is getting to the fight. The Loud team is trying to get the kills, and Kronos puts 2 players down, and Gordoninas goes down. MTS turns it around with the help of Loud, and now he will have to fight the whole Loud squad against him. MTS, who might leave the day as the kill leader, but now he has to kill for his life, and he will not be able to do that. Will, with the double vector, gets the kill and sends the SS team back to the lobby, Carol.
And finally, we are watching great action from Loud team. They wait a little longer to join the party, of course, and once they were sure that they should come, they came for God Unidas and SS Sports.
And now we have the fight going on. INTZ going for Team 1, and Guerra and Aranha doing the great job and putting the Team 1 back on the lobby. And now we have Furia against Team Coda Solid. That fight that we predicted that could happen in the oil rig is definitely going to happen. Iago trying to find the kills. He is not going to play hide and seek. He is going to play the game. He's going to try and get the kills. He puts the first player down, and now he knows that Furia and Team Coda Solid are their targets, and he may shoot everyone in their sights.
Yes, we were predicting about Before and Furia, but Team Coda Solid came to join the game against Before, and they are paying right now in the hands of Furia team.
Now Pão and Memgod may be the first ones to engage into the fight, but Pão chose to go down the oil rig while we see gunshots coming from the south positioning, and Memgod taking the oil rig positioning. Is he aware of Iago on the tower? That's the question that we need to have. The grenades are coming in, but it seems that nobody is aware that Iago is on the tower, Carol.
And if I was him, I was doing the same thing. Keeping a low profile to get at least a good position for my team.
And we might have also Team Netshoes Miners coming in, trying to get to this fight, Carol.
Yeah, they probably have heard a little bit of shots, but maybe they are trying to get a better position. We are down to 9 players. 9 teams, and right now you still don't get a lot of points, so it's kind of risky. So Netshoes Miners probably should stay right there if they want to at least get in the late stages of the game. But Fury team is playing very good, right? Team Coda Solid, they requeue. What
They
happened?
retreated.
Yeah, they retreated.
And now we have the drops coming in for Furia. They got the oil rig positioning. They took the positioning from Team Coda Solid, and maybe Team Coda Solid will try to fight to take this positioning, but now they are being targeted by the Netshoes Miners team. Field uses the grenade launcher and puts the first player down. The fight is going to happen. Memgod is going after the Team Coda Solid players, and 1-9 with the Saitama skin, putting down Vitin, and now his skin that matches his bald head. He's the real life Saitama.
He's definitely is, and they got almost a squad wipe over Team Coda Solid. Team Coda Solid that right now needs an ambulance to help them breathe, but looks like INTZ it's also around the corner.
INTZ is closing into this fight as well. Pão is the player remaining for Team Coda Solid, and he might try and there were 2 players remaining for Team Coda Solid, Pão and one more player that we could not see who it was, but 2 players remaining from Team Coda Solid playing the Scooby-Doo strategy, splitting themselves, and now Corinthians fighting the Nitrox top 10 team.
And I was about to ask where is Corinthians, because Corinthians is in our top 1 of the best performance in Kalahari map.
And now we have the fight going on. Furia against INTZ. INTZ trying to take the oil rig, but Furia doing their job, and Iago finally goes down on the top of the tower, and B14 is back on the lobby. INTZ going in, and Guerra using the, but Memgod with the grenade puts 2 players down. It's a 2v2 fight right now. 1 puts Guerra down, but Memgod with the grenade finishes off Lucas SKN. 1 player up for each team. Memgod and Guerra trying to fight it out, but Aranha is also back on the floor and he gets the kill over one of the Furia players. Memgod is the only one remaining. That fight was very good for INTZ and very bad for Furia, who had the positioning, who had the upper hand and could not hold on to its advantage. But it's good also for the Netshoes Miners team, Carol, who got the positioning and who can trample the remaining team inside the oil rig. They're trying to fight Corinthians over there. Corinthians is sandwiched between the Nitrox top team 10 team and Netshoes Miners. Natividade using the sniper rifles gets the first kill. Cebolinha tries to get the kills as well. INTZ teams is wiped, but now Corinthians might be the next one back on the lobby. Natividade with the shoots. Cebolinha and Vitin know that using the space to get some kills for Team Loud against Nitrox top 10 as well. And Cebolinha puts Zenak on the floor. Only Ousado remaining. If he goes down, Corinthians is out. Natividade finds the shots on Chinês.
Wow.
Nice kills from the Nitrox top 10. They go down and they go out. Corinthians with only one player remaining. Ousado, the last one standing. Loud also goes down. Memgod still holding the position inside the oil rig, while Natividade gets 4 kills for Nitrox top 10. Only 11 players remaining, Carol. We had 5 squads, but only 11 players. So advantage Netshoes Miners, because they still got 4 players in their squad, Carol.
And also, Team Liquid got the 4 players, so this is maybe be a good time for Team Liquid to get their Booyah. They are in a very also good position, and right now it is a hard playing game in the rocks, but if you have the ice barrels, will help you a lot.
And now we have 3 teams with only 1 player remaining. Team Coda Solid with Pão, Furia with Memgod, and Ousado holding on for Corinthians, and Team Liquid is trying to go up hills and eliminating Team Coda Solid. It was Memgod once again doing its job and getting kills for Furia.
And I think right now this is going to be a decision between Netshoes Miners and Team Liquid.
It probably is going to be Netshoes Miners and Team Liquid, and Natividade using the grenades put the first Team Liquid player down. It's MVR, he's on the floor. Furia was already wiped out. Furia is already eliminated, and Cebolinha trying to hold on while Peusada tries to rush on him, and Peusada gets the kill on Cebolinha, but Vitin is coming in to try and trade the kill. Peusada using the rocks, but Team Liquid is wiped out by Natividade. What the hell? Natividade with the grenade! The triple kill! Oh my God! Natividade once again doing miracles with the grenade! Ousado, the last player remaining for Corinthians. He has to go inside the safe zone, but he will not be able to do that. Just stay alive, Netshoes Miners. Just stay alive, and the Booyah is yours, so it's Booyah, Netshoes Miners!
Wow, what a great Booyah for Netshoes Miners, and most of the kills were in the hands of Natividade, who get 7 kills and probably is the MVP for this last match. But Netshoes Miners with 11 points for killing got an amount of 23 points in a beautiful Booyah. And they almost risked that when they were trying to come for Ousado, the last player from Corinthians. And once again, talking about Corinthians in the top 3.
Corinthians once again on the top 3, holding on to the points they needed to keep their average alive. And then Netshoes Miners with the positioning, with 3 players remaining, they could get an easy Booyah in the end. But Natividade, you are not only Kobe Bryant, you are Steph Curry, you are LeBron James, you are Michael Jordan, you were Klay Thompson, every damn shooter in the game. What the hell, that grenade that wiped out the whole Team Liquid. Carol, nice grenade play once again in Kalahari.
Yeah, and I don't think he only deserves a Booyah, but goal and touchdown, every single thing he deserves right now, because Netshoes Miner, what they have done, and with Natividade in his team, that was a whole complete team right now. But I like to see here the amount of points, because I like to see the job Furia have done, even though they struggle a lot against INTZ, Team Coda Solid, and all the teams that were around them. They already scored 13 teams. And
kudos to Memgod.
yeah, yeah, all in the hands of Memgod, who's also last season he was also on the run to be the MVP. They were having a tough start right here, but I'm pretty much sure they will keep it up. And talking about Team Liquid, you asked me about what I expected for them, and that's exactly what I said. Even though they don't get the Booyah, they always try also to be in the top 10, top 3, top 5. It is kind of one of the same
With Corinthians.
Corinthians, yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna say. They have the same strategy as Corinthians. Not even glorious days with Booyahs, but always with a lot of points in great positioning.
And not necessarily going for the fights, but not being against the fights, right? Not running from the fights. That's the strategy that that Liquid and Corinthians are choosing, and it's paying off. Corinthians still leading the rankings, but B4, once again, Oil Rig is not the best place for B4. They insist on playing the Oil Rig, and they once again got wiped out with only 3 points in the second map for the day. And now we have we will see in a few seconds the standings, but we gotta point out what a fast-paced game we've had. And it's not been like that since yesterday. We've had only slow-paced games, and now we have the standings. But now a fast-paced game. Netshoes Miners climbing up the rankings, reaching the 6th place, and Team Liquid also getting points. Loud still in the last place. Carol, INTZ more 10 more points for INTZ right now.
INTZ, they are coming very slowly, but they are coming as gold. The same for Team Liquid, as we commented already, and they have passed over Esports. So this is going to be a very personal fight between Team 1, Team Liquid, and Esports, because they are so close in point. And then it goes the same for Team Coda Solid and B4 and Netshoes Miners. They are in a tight right now, but excellent job for once again to Corinthians. Even though they finished this last match in the 2nd place, they didn't get the points for the 2nd place, but they are still defending their position in the top 1 here.
And it was nice to see Corinthians once again fighting for the top positions. Even though they lost lots of players in a fight, they were sandwiched by 3 teams, right?
Yes, exactly. So I am taking a better look and a better view right now of our standings, and we are going to have a very personal fights here. Team 1, Team Liquid, and Esports, but also Nitrox top 10 and INTZ, and also God Unidas and Loud. So I don't think each one of these teams will come for each other, but they are going to fight to not lose their position in the standings, but also they will fight very hard to climb up in the points.
And that block of teams is exactly called in the standings the Group B. They are all the 6 teams from Group B, and they are splitting into 2 different groups inside the actual group.
Yeah, very good notice.
In 2 different fights. Team Liquid, SS Esports, and Nitrox top 10 may be fighting to get to the top places in the table, while INTZ, who is trying to get to that group but still not there, God Unidas and Loud may be trying to survive, Carol.
Yes, and just out of curiosity about Loud, they had once gone to the Access group before the Season 4 of Free Fire Brazilian League, and right now they are in a position where they can go once again to the Access group. But we should validate that they are experienced in this game. They are just having a couple of a hard time right now, right? And this is
a couple of bad days.
Yeah, a couple of bad days, but the thing is, in the first 2 weeks of LBFF, you should get as much points as possible, because it's going to be a lot harder to get this amount of points by the end of the games. You know, once you get in the middle of the competition, it's going to have a long difference between the top 5 at least, and the bottom 1. As we can see here, Loud stands with 95 points. And Corinthians is on the mark of 200.
227 for Corinthians. But Carol, we gotta talk about Team Liquid. because of after we talk about the kill leaders, and because MTS is coming for Mamute, we gotta say MTS tried the fight all by himself to keep the SS team alive against God Unidas, and he almost did it while he put God Unidas back to the lobby. He got trampled by Loud, and he tried to keep himself alive, but he was not able to. Natividade is coming in with that 7 kills. He ties Nobru and Nando9 in the 3rd place. So Natividade once again having a good day. He had a good day yesterday. He's having a good day today. What a triple kill with the grenade. And we might see new faces in our top kill players, right, Carol?
Yes, and that's what I like. I like to see each one of these players fighting to be the best one of Free Fire Brazilian League, because that's what they dedicate of their lives, you know, to be the best of the best, not only with the whole team but individual ones. And I like to see Nativa in this list because he's known in not only LBFF but in the Free Fire scenario to be the king of the solo style. So watching him play and get lots of kills, it's what defines him to be the best one of his team.
And Carol, as we were saying before, we have to talk about Team Liquid, because Team Liquid is having the results. They're getting the points, they're getting the good positioning, the kills, but Booyahs are a criteria for tiebreakers. So we might have Team Liquid reaching a good spot at the end of the week. They have the games today, they have games tomorrow. They will be live tomorrow here for you guys, and they might reach a good placement on the standings, but the lack of Booyahs might hurt Team Liquid, right? They're always getting there, always on the top 3, but no Booyahs yet.
Yes, that's kind of funny because Team Liquid last season were one of the teams that more got Booyahs. So in the history of Bermuda last season, they got at least 6 Booyahs, in Kalahari 3 Booyahs, and in Purgatory 16 Booyahs. So it's kind of new thing for them to not get any Booyahs so far, once all the teams have already got Booyahs. So it's such a shame for them, right?
That's definitely what they need to work on, Carol. But we need to work on our voices, our throats, our vocal cords. So wait for just 3 minutes so we clean it up and bring you more Free Fire action, okay?
That's right.
But one player from God is down, and now Bob's leaving the hangar, gets taken by Romeo from behind. He ends the job and he gets 3 kills. And now he's going to try and trample Minuzi.
But it looks like Minuzi will not make it. Is everyone coming for him?
Yeah, and he has to deal with Victor on the walls, but he puts Victor down, and now Romeo has the time to get to Minuzi while he heals himself, but there are shots coming, and Minuzi puts Romeo down. He has to deal with Chinese right now to keep his team alive. Will he do the 1v3? Will he be able to keep himself alive? And now he has he has an AUG to fight Minuzi over there. They run over, and Minuzi does it! And Minuzi gets the 3 kills!
One time, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night. knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back. I forgot to turn on the mic. It happens. But we are back live for more Free Fire Brazilian League for you guys to watch. But we have clearance. Carol, are you ready?
No, I was not ready. I
So-
not even got my popcorn.
So if you get the seatbelt on, take it off, because it's time for us to take off.
No?
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D3 heading straight to Bermuda. Loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, cause it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, grandmas and grandpas, welcome to the beautiful island of Bermuda. We are landing one by one, especially these guys right here, because we are about to get in action between Team Liquid and Furia Team.
Already down and already going for the fight. Team Liquid got a few weapons right by the observatory, and now they might engage in a fight against Furia. Furia tried to get the first shots in, but no players were down, and now we have a hot start for the match, Carol.
And also Loud at some point will come to join the party, because we have watched this some kind of action from them. But I was talking with Altman, who is the coach of Fury Team, and he said they will never give up of this call.
John Cena once again.
Yep.
Do, 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 do.
Never
Do,
give up.
do, do, do. Where are my WWE guys over here? My WWE, my AW guys. All my wrestling guys over here.
But it looks like Team Liquid maybe.
Maybe they will
Retreated.
not fight.
Yeah.
But maybe Loud will fight. We have Noda going in, we have Will going in, K1 also closing the range, and Kronos maybe trying to get some kills but from Liquid leaving the place. But now Will is down, and Will be out. Noda also gets BL God on the floor. He has the shotgun. He might kill BL, and it's the first blood. BL is indeed the first blood, but Field also puts Noda on the floor, and K1 with the sniper trying to help his teammates, while Memgod puts Will on the lobby once again. Noda also on the floor, and K1 from far away, he takes Memgod out, and Kronos coming in, puts Field back on the lobby. And now it's a 2v1 fight for the Loud players inside the safe zone, because one is the last player remaining standing. And now Noda
Whoa!
was put down, but K1 takes Memgod and takes one, and Furia. Bye-bye, I see you next map, Carol. 2 players remaining for Loud. They are in a bad position to keep themselves alive for the rest of the game, but now they at least got the 4 points they needed to try and play the safe game till the end of the map.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Marcelo, we have watched this duo, K1 and Kronos, staying alive in the late stages of, in LBFF couple of times. In Kronos, who is the assistant, he's used double snipers, and K1, who is the front line, it makes them a very good players and a good team in,
And good
in the
pairing.
in Loud team. So I'm pretty much sure we can give them some hope to get at least in the late stages of the game together.
While we watch God Unidas trying to loot some of the regions of the map, Miguel using the Mineirinho Adventures hat over there, and it's nice. It's always good to pay homage to the classics of the video games, like Mineirinho Adventures. And now Miguel getting some loot over there. The rotation going on for God Unidas. Carol, we had a hot start, but we might get into a cold slump right here, right?
That was definitely a hard start for Team Furia team, but God Unidas is trying to get a fresh start with Minuzi on the team.
And it was interesting to see that he got in for Arruda, but Arruda was the player that was getting the best results for God Unidas into this day. And we also get substitutions in Team 1, the same substitutions that we've seen in the past days. Bruno subbing in for VTR.
That's something I would never understand. Why the coach thinks about so much when they trying to change replace the teams, you know. And if the squad is getting getting a very good results, why they will move that? But I guess I'm not a former coach, so I probably will never understand that. And I'm talking about the player, of course, Arruda, who is giving God a better result. But looks like Netshoes Miners it's about to meet with INTZ.
We might have the fight coming in. Atividade is the leading player for Netshoes Miners, and he's alone. He might get trampled but by INTZ. He's trying to run for his life. He needs the backup from his teammates. But now Italo might be the one watching him, and he is out on he's out. He's out. He's back on the lobby. He was too far away from his squad, Carol. And maybe the solo style from Natividade now didn't pay off. He dared too much right now, right?
Yes, and actually Natividade, who we would talk about a lot before the break, who was the player who was carrying Netshoes Miners so heavy in the last match. Right now, it's going to make a great difference in Netshoes Miners game in Bermuda map.
And now we might have this fight against Corinthians. Maybe it's time for Netshoes Miners to get the points they need from this Corinthians team trying to cross the bridge, but
they have already spotted.
They have already spotted Corinthians, but they know that INTZ is also close, so they may end up being sandwiched by Corinthians coming from the bridge and by INTZ on the hills.
Actually, Corinthians have spotted Netshoes Miners, and that's why they are waiting in the bridge, because that's their rotation. But they will definitely wait a little bit, because when you are in the bridge, you get a little bit less of a game to play. It is kind of hard to play inside of the... You don't have where to run. So
but now, Netshoes Miners are fighting Team Coda Solid, and God Unidas coming for the fight. Cebolinha puts Vitinho on the floor with a headshot, and he eliminates Vitinho, getting the points for Netshoes Miners. Cebolinha doing the good job with the sniper rifle, trying to find the shots on the Coda Solid players coming down the hills. He gets the drop, he gets a little loot from the loot box over there. And he's trying to find Peck over there, but he may regroup with the two remaining players from Netshoes Miners. While Igezin using the tree to hide himself, Bão is trying to get some info, and he may not find the Netshoes Miners team, but he may find God Unidas coming down the hills, and he spotted Mike. He spotted Mike, and he gets the shot out. He puts damage in Mike over there, and God, who lost Miguel already, has only 3 players remaining. This might be an even fight for Netshoes Miners, and maybe a fight they should buy, Carol.
I would definitely buy the fight, because it is kind of easy for them right now, having 4 against 3. And actually this is going to be very good, but as much will be good for INTZ also. There it's right around the corner, and Naturals Miners that could steal a couple of the kills.
They might have a good fight against Team Corasolid, they might have a good fight against God Unidas, but they will not have a good fight against INTZ. And it seems like the rotation for the Naturals Miners will be for a fight against INTZ. That's the problem.
Yeah, and by this time we can see where the players are positioning themselves, because they already have seen the next safe zones. So if most of them are there at this moment, things will get close in that position. And actually, when I am playing for Fire, at least I like to be in there.
I'd rather be in a safe position for the end of the game than try and play the rest of the game. But MVR puts Kawan down on the floor and sends Kawan back to the lobby. Now Team Loud has only one player remaining. That's not good for Loud. Once again, not having such the match that we expected, right, Carol? Not having the patience to play, not have the positioning. And he's the God of Time by his nickname, right? He's the God of Time. And we apologize once again. We're having some technical issues, and we are working to bring you back to the game. And we are back live on the game. We are back live on the game, and we had a fight. We are having the fight between Team Liquid and Team 1. Azai going for Peusada. MVR brings Azai to the ground, and he has already a triple kill. 2 players remaining for Team 1. It's Drizzy and Bruno 7. They have to try and fight Team Liquid on their own. MVR is the one getting targeted by the grenade launcher. Drizzy trying to find the shots, trying to use the grenade launcher, while Bruno covers for him from inside the storage house, but he gets shot trying to leave, and Kronos is the one who is getting the kills. Kronos finds the shoot, and now Drizzy tries to go around MVR, puts MVR on the floor, and Kronos might find another kill. He's already got 2, and nice shots from Kronos!
Wow!
The sniper rifle god is putting down the time he needs. He is the God of Time, so he got time for a few kills. 3 for him already in the game, and 6 for Loud. Maybe Kronos will turn this around for Loud, Carol. We may have Kronos going the long game, playing for the long time, getting to the better positioning, and now with 6 kills, this might be a good result for Loud finally, Carol.
The bad thing for him is that he got a double sniper, so if he has a close battle, this is not going to be a best way for him to win. But of course, right now, he's got the luck.
But look at the SS team going up against the Naturals Miners. Kronos is out, he finally goes down, but MTS and Button making it rain on Vitin. Vitin and EGZin, the last players remaining. MTS once again going for the kill and putting the SS team with 4 players remaining. He gets just 1 kill. Button was the player who got the 2 kills and put the other player down, but MTS using the sniper rifle to finish it off, Carol.
If I'm not mistaken, right now with this 1 more kill, he's tied right now with Mammoth in the MVP list.
We will check this out right by the end of the game. And now we have SS team with the whole squad, Corinthians with the whole squad, Nitrox top 10 with the whole squad, INTC with the whole squad, God Unidas with 3 players, and only Iago for before, Carol.
But we have watched that Iago did amazing things in the end of the Purgatory map, so we could trust him.
We can trust Iago over there, and the Nitrox top 10 team is getting targeted by Hazur and by Ousado, the two players that are leading Corinthians in kills for the season. G8DZ trying to come in, the grenades are going off, and he takes lots and lots of damages via grenade and via the fire that's coming in from Hazur. Ousado gets targeted by the grenades, and he is using the ice barriers to keep himself alive. Before is down on the floor, the B4 team is wiped, and they are back on the lobby. And meanwhile, INTZ fighting the God Unidas team. Italo using the grenade launchers, and the Nitrox top 10 goes out, and God Unidas might be the next one. Zenak with 3 kills, fighting the good fight. Corinthians is once again in the top 5. God Unidas go down. Corinthians is once again on the top 3. And now SS and Corinthians fighting for positioning. Button gets the 4 kills. INTZ has only Ítalo remaining. No, they have 3 players yet. Lucas SKN is the only one on the floor, actually. And now Corinthians will try to fight the SS team. Carol, we will have some action by the end of the game. Gelo trying to find the kills over there. Phoenix well positioned, trying to spot the INTZ players doing their rotation to fight the last fight of the game. We are going for the last fight of the game. 2 players from the SS team playing the safe game, playing from outside the safe zone, while Zenak tries to snipe them, but Zenak is the one who gets lots and lots of shots, but Razur with the AWM puts Lucas SKN to the ground. INTZ is out because of the safe zone. Gelo is on the floor, Button doing the great job, and Zenak, the last player remaining from Corinthians with Razur. Zenak and Razur are the last players from Corinthians. Jubinha inside the safe zone, he puts Razur down inside the safe, and Jubinha gets the kill. Zenak against Button, he puts Button on the floor. 3 players from SS team against just Zenak from Corinthians. The positioning is better for Zenak. He got the high ground, he got the advantage. If he keeps himself alive, this might be a huge booyah for Corinthians. He showed up! He showed up, and it's booyah! SS team! The SS Esports organization gets their 3rd booyah of the season, and they are dominating Bermuda, Carol!
Wow, that's what I was talking about. SS Sports coming to take the top again. Of course, they have to climb a lot of numbers, but their personal fights they already have reached, and they are back in the game with this booyah. And congratulations to MTS, Phoenix, Jubinha, Button 009, and Astro also 009. Of course, there was a lot of emotions for them here in this last match, also for us. But right now we have watched a beautiful booyah from SS Sports coming right behind them, Corinthians. That once again, Marcelo, should I say or should you say that?
Once again in the top 2, Corinthians getting the points they need. Consistency is the name of the game, but the SS Sports are becoming the most consistent team to be in the top 1, Carol. That's the point. They are the 2nd team to reach 3 booyahs alongside the B4 team, and now 22 points for them, but Corinthians with 16 points. Once again, Itrox top 10 doing a great job in the top 3. INTZ once again scoring good points, and finally Loud with 9 points, tied with God Unidas and INTZ.
And actually, he got triple booyahs was Corinthians, and right now SS Sports is
Corinthians
that, right?
also got 3 booyahs, right?
Yes. So yes, consistency is the name of Corinthians. They should have named their team like Corinthians Consistence, because they are again in the top 2, in the 2nd place. But amazing points from SS Sports, and I have to disagree with you, Marcelo, about their position of Corinthians in the bridge, because who plays Free Fire knows that the bridge is good at some point, but it's the same way what happened with Matt and Kalahari. Everything that goes up have to come down at some moment, and SS Sports got the advantage to have more players, but I don't know if Corinthians could make any difference in on the top of their bridge, because this was not good. And even with the sniper, he couldn't see any of the players because they were also positioned themselves right under the bridge.
But let me ask you a question. If Zenak chose to stay on top of the bridge without being spotted, and maybe let that safe zone shrink and get the SS players, and he fought that fight with the help of the safe zone, he could have gotten the kills, right?
Maybe no. I still have to disagree because of the safe zone. The safe zone would come for him, you know, and would be very hard for him to get away of the safe zone because of he will come to climb down. Even though if he stems away of the trouble in the late stuff stages of the game, I don't think the bridge would make any difference unless the safe zone would not be in the right size, would be in the middle. So yes, of course he would get the booyah.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make, that maybe the safe zone could get the kills for him,
Yeah.
and maybe he got the booyah because of the safe zone. But now we get to see the standings. Corinthians had 227 points. Now they got 243, extending their leads, getting almost 60 points on Los Grandes, and now Corinthians is finally creating that dominance that we wanted to see in the standings from any team that got that dominance, and Corinthians is the one getting it. But before also getting close to the second block of teams of Los Grandes, Vivocade and Fluxo. Netshoes Miners once again with a good result. Team Coda Solid trying to play the good game but not having a good day. But SS Sports climbing up the rankings, Carol. 137 points for them, joining the 3 Booyah group with Corinthians and before.
And the personal fights that I was talking about between Team 1, Team Liquid, and SS Sports, it doesn't exist so far for SS Sports, because they are opening big gaps ahead of Team 1 and Team Liquid. Team Liquid that didn't have quite a good match. This first one in Bermuda climbed down a little bit in points, but that's okay. We still have 3 more matches to come. And finally, big congratulations to Loud that reached the mark of 100 points.
Yeah, finally a good scoring game for Loud. They got to the 46 kills. They got to the the 100 mark in points. They were the last team to get to the 100 points mark, and it's not been a good season for Loud so far. Yeah, I know we're still in the 5th round. There are lots of rounds for us to come, but Loud is not having the best start for the season.
Yeah.
But we are having a good start for the games today. We have already gone through 3 games, and we have 3 more to come. But
and
we
I'm
also
very excited to see the next 3-1 Marcelos, and which remembers me that we should get even more ready, because right now it's a little time for us to take a break.
So if you had 3 games and we have 3 more, nothing more fair than we take 3 minutes to rest our throats, and we'll be right back. And now the NT10 team is running over Loud, but will put Victor down.
Ooh.
Kronos goes down as well. Noda is down, and maybe, just maybe, a one-on-one to the side of the map. Bonsai against Kawan. The teams are wasting all of their healing kits, and Will goes against Bonsai, and he gets a kill. Chinese is going to try to run Will over. Woo! Will gets one more down. Kawan gets to help. And one more kill for Will. It's booyah for Loud.
mesmo, tá entendendo? Pra tentar fazer com que o cenário crescesse dentro da universidade.
Realmente foi um encaixe perfeito. Não só em relação a jogo, a bala, em relação também à amizade, a companheirismo. É diferente demais. Eu nunca participei de uma coisa parecida como que eu tô participando hoje.
E acredito que essa é uma das chaves do sucesso. A união da gente, nosso entrosamento. Desde o começo a gente sempre foi muito junto, sempre muito unido naquilo que a gente tinha como objetivo, né? Que era chegar onde a gente chegou e muito mais, como está sendo traçado. O momento mais marcante mesmo foi quando os moleques estavam lá em Brasília, na grande final. Eu fui ver, mano, eles tinham colocado lá a minha camisa, né, com o meu nickname. E até hoje, assim, eu realmente me emociono, porque é uma coisa gratificante, sabe? Quando tu te esforça bastante e aí tu vê o teu esforço sendo reconhecido pelos teus amigos, cara, isso não tem dinheiro que pague, mano. Mas o momento mais marcante mesmo foi quando a gente classificou. Aí tu imagina como é que foi a cal, né? Todo mundo gritando, sem acreditar, meu Deus, mano, vamos viajar para jogar Free Fire.
Toda aquela sensação, eu nunca tinha saído do meu estado, então pra mim foi muito emocionante mesmo. Foi uma oportunidade enorme e não quero que a gente pare por aí.
Foi difícil demais. Três anos sonhando, sabe? 3 anos. Deixando de viver, sabe? E é difícil falar, porque foi o momento mais difícil da minha vida. Só eu sei o que eu passei dentro do meu quarto, trancado, no dia e noite, e no final, sabendo que se não desse certo, eu tinha perdido 3 anos da minha vida. O Free Fire, ele é uma ferramenta de comunicação muito grande entre os jovens e adolescentes. E a gente quer buscar, né, essas pessoas através do Free Fire, né, para poder mostrar para eles que eles podem, que eles têm uma possibilidade de crescer, que eles podem ser alguém na vida através do estudo e do Free Fire. Meu sonho dentro do jogo é, sem dúvidas, jogar um LBFF, né? Mãe, eu disse que não ia desistir, estou conquistando meu espaço de pouco a pouco, independente de tudo que a gente já passou, eu tô correndo atrás, tô buscando fazer acontecer, tá? E pode ficar tranquila que, se Deus quiser, vai acontecer.
If it's the will of God, it will happen. And that was a touching story once again, right, Carol? We having lots of teams, lots of people dedicating their lives to Free Fire, and this is one more testimony of what the community, when it grows united, when it grows together, what a community can do, right?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this right now, to watch this kind of movies, because it shows not only the teams they have already get in here, you know, because the teams that have already been here, we know them, they are capable, but there's so many people out there, they are fighting to also be in a competition like this, in this kind of level. So it makes me think a lot of my past when I was a player, also trying to reach points like this. But the beautiful lesson that we can learn from them is to never give up and keep doing your best job. Just keep doing it, never ever give up, guys.
And that's the message from someone who tried and dedicated a lot of time in her life to get to where she is today. Carol is an example of dedication through work, and you guys gotta know that work pays off. Maybe not
Work
for
pays
everyone, because of the opportunities we don't have for everyone in their lives. But if you got the opportunity, if you can, just work hard and maybe try to give other people who can't have the opportunity, try to give them the opportunity as well. We gotta help each other, so the community keeps growing, right?
Yeah, help each other to keep growing. And that's what I always say, Marcelo. Keep doing your best job, keep practicing, keep going, keep listening to your coaches and your teammates, because it's always someone looking and watching your potential here in this game.
But Carol, potential, we have to talk about potential when we watch our standings for the season 5 of LBFF. once again, we have to talk about Corinthians, we have to talk about SS Esports, but we have to talk about B4 once again, Carol. They did not have a good map right now, but we know that we're coming back to Purgatory, where they had the first booyah of the day. They might be the first team to get to the fourth booyah, and they are tied with Netshoes Miners. They need a good result. They're just one kill in front of Netshoes Miners and one booyah in front of Netshoes Miners. They need this next booyah to be the first team to get to 4 booyahs and to breathe a little on top of Netshoes Miners, right?
Yeah, and I gotta apologize to you, Marcelo, because B4 team, it's also a team that got a triple booyah. I thought only Corinthians was the only team that got a triple booyah, but B4 today, with their first booyah, got a triple booyah, so it shows us that it's Corinthians before and right now SS Sports, which is kind of sad for Team Liquid that haven't get any booyahs so far, right? But
the standings are not a democracy.
But like you said before, start with a good day today with the right foot, and especially because they got their booyah in Purgatory, once again was for the position, because they got the best position in the trailers in the late stages of the game, and they defended very well. I mean, kind of, because they were almost to be taken down by INTZ, but right now they should also again thinking about their position in the late stages of the game, and it goes the same for SS Sports, because SS Sports only have 3 more matches to come to try and at least reach 30 more points and be in the top 5, joining B4 as well. What
I found funny about B4 is that their mentality through the whole 3 map pool that we have in the LBFF 5, their mentality changes map by map. In Purgatory they have a pro mentality to play the safe game, to get the kills when they get the opportunities, and to just play the safe game and get to the end. In Kalahari they have this casual player mentality to drop in the middle of the map, to try and join the fights right at the beginning, get the kills, and not play the safe game, but go for the what I call in Portuguese bafafá, go for the war zone in the middle, and if they get out alive, they will get out with lots of points. It's for me, it's kind of a casual player method, right?
That's because, Marcelo, I got a point about this. That's maybe because that in each map there is a new strategy. And talking about each map, it looks like we are ready to go.
We are clear to take off, so get on the plane and let's go to the air. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D4, heading straight to Purgatory, this is your Captain Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side is my co-pilot Carol Bombshell. So fasten your boards and loosen your seatbelts, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again, and the last of today in Purgatory map. So let's see if Corinthians before Netshoes Minor, Team Coda, Solid Furia, SS Sports, Team 1, Team Liquid, and Nitrox top 10, INTZ, and God Unidas will be able, who is going to be able to get a mark of 300 points. I don't know if it's going to happen right now, but talking about 300 points, yesterday was the day for Japa BKR, but 300 points for killing. And why I'm saying that, it's because I'm the biggest fan here to watching these guys killing each other.
And maybe we will start having some kills in the Fire Brigade, because 3 teams are over there, God Unidas, Fúria, and Corinthians. Ooh. And also by Brasília, we have the Netshoes Miners team and B4. So we might be having some wars in the beginning of the game, Carol.
And that's what I like. That's what I'm standing here for. I like to see the battles, the early battles, because only the best one can be the last survivor. And talking about survivor, this is a new thing for Team 1 that don't usually go in there. They always meet in this exactly spot with Corinthians, but they never go to the other call, because that is the rotation of Loud and INTZ. So maybe Team 1 will bring us some news and surprises.
Yeah, we have the players going for the best loot around, and God Unidas getting the car to try and leave, to try and get to Brasilia actually. And so we have Netshoes Miners, we have B4 over there, and we might be in once again a war zone, Carol.
And talking about Warzone and also my expectations for this map, I gotta say that Loud, I would not put my expectations on Loud because Loud, it's been the worst team in Purgatory map so far in LBFF. Only with 6 points before the first map, of course. But this is not definitely a good map for Loud precisely this season.
And it's tough for us to see that we are seeing Loud as the worst team in Purgatory with the worst results, but we gotta say that Loud is currently the worst team in the league. That's the problem. They need to improve their game. We have some subs in for Team Liquid. Lu King, 2K coming in for Pedro, and Lucasto coming in for Boss, and definitely we can comprehend the sub in for Boss because he was not having a good start of season, right?
Yeah, Lucas TD, who is an excellent player and he's having a great match with his team, definitely will make a great difference right now in this match in Purgatory map. But also we got a replacement. The coach said, Juan, it's your time, and Randall, come take some water.
And Juan and Randall for the past days, they have subbed into each other, and they're like sharing the positions, such as VTR and Bruno in Team 1. It has become a usual sub in for both of these teams, for B4 and for Team 1. Netshoes Miners also with a sub in. Utrain coming in for Vitinho. Utrain, that has been a starting player for Netshoes Miners, was out of the lineup, and Netshoes Miners got their booyah today without Train. So it may be a sign that they think that booyah was just happened because of Natividade, right?
Of course, that, and we talk about the MVPs, of course, but it is kind of great to have each one of them being helping their team, not only if you are in the front line, but also if you are the assistants. And Natividade, in one of his interviews, he said he's playing both lives. He's being the assistants and also the front line for the Netshoes Miners. But also we got a couple of replacement here in Team Coda Solid. That quality it's on the game and it's coming to help, but he took out Pão.
Once again, the Pão equality. But the teams are getting close to each other. Corinthians once again having to go through a bridge, and Furia might join them into a fight. I believe that Furia already have the info, and they are trying to get the shots out. God tried to put Ousado down, but what a headshot by Ousado! God also getting to the fight. Minuzzi puts Razur back on the lobby, and Razur is the first blood. Minuzzi, who just came into the game, now with Ahuda. Now both of the best, the players who got the most results for God playing together, Minuzzi and Ahuda. Minuzzi is the first player to get a kill in this match in almost 6 minutes, Carol. The first confrontation coming in, and Razur is back on the lobby. Ousado is going back as well,
which is gonna give them a very hard time to get, at least in the late stages of the game, get points for positioning. And them, who have been very solid so far in the whole competition, from last weekend and also this one, it's going to give them a little bit of a hard time. Maybe this match will not be one of the glorious for Corinthians.
The only team who will always be solid is Team Coda.
Team Coda solid.
It's Team Coda solid.
That's the joke. He got the joke, guys.
I got the jokes. I got the daddy jokes for you guys. But now we might be in in the way for another confrontation between God Unidas and Team Coda Solid, and also Fúria, who are near the region, who started the fight against Corinthians, and God Unidas was the team who finished the fight and got the 2 kills, one by Minuzi, a nice headshot against Sousado, and with Bops getting a kill as well. Nice start for God Unidas, Carol.
Definitely a great start for them, and they have bring back Huda. But what's bringing back, it is a confrontation between Team 1 and Team Coda Solid.
Azai trying to find the shots with the sniper rifle, and we have a player from Team Coda Solid that was already sent back to the lobby, and Team 1 trying to get some points over there. Quali is on the floor, Natividade gets the kill on Pack, and o Trem finds Quali on the floor, and maybe Team Coda Solid will not be that solid for this map. There's only one player remaining standing. Natividade sends Ney back to the lobby, and only sends back to the lobby, and only Ney alive, and maybe not that much alive. Ney got only an inch of life remaining, and Drizzy sends him back to the lobby. It's a squad wipe for Team Coda Solid in the last place, Carol.
Team Coda Solid with 0 points. They don't even score a point for killing. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, but great news for Netshoes Miners, who also joined the party between Team 1 and Team Coda Solid. They didn't score a few points in the hands of O Trem Bebê and Natividade.
O Trem Bebê! And now we have the leaders for the map, God Unidas and Netshoes Miners, and Team 1 with 2 kills each. And just one squad wipe, that's Team Coda Solid. The kills were split between the Netshoes Miners and the Team 1. God Unidas got their 2 points, killing Corinthians players who were left with only 2 players remaining.
And I don't know about you, but I feel like this specifically map right now in Purgatory, things start a little bit slow. Okay, we already got a squad wipe over Team Coda Solid by coincidence during their rotation, but teams right now are maybe more interesting to get inside of the late stages of the game. There is the last safe zone, so it seems like to me it's going to be around Brasilia maybe, because it's where Furia, Team Netshoes Miners, B4, INTZ, and Team 1 are probably coming to rotate.
And the bet from B4 paying off, right, Carol? They might be in the center of the safe zone, as we see right now, the safe zone shrinking, and B4 in the middle of the second safe zone. It might pay off for them.
Yeah, and something that I will pointed out about Team Liquid is that they always do the same kind of rotation, and they will cross the river to be in the little house by the where they go usually.
If they get there alive, because Aranha is already down, Juan trying to find the shots, he gets the first player down, and now B4 defending their ground, standing their ground, and not allowing INTZ to come near. Lobato trying to find the best position to fight, trying to regroup with his team. Iago on the top of the ceiling of the houses in Brasilia, getting the best positioning to maybe try and get INTZ trying to enter Brasilia, Carol.
And this is going to be very hard for the other teams that are coming around trying to enter in Brasilia, because we already have teams there are arrive first, and they are trying to block the way of the other teams, like Furia probably have already spotted God Unidas. And God Unidas, it's not in the best of the positions because they are in the out open.
They are in the open. They need to get to some cover. And Fúria knows this. Fúria maybe chose not to get to this fight because they don't know if there are more players incoming. If maybe Corinthians is coming to get the spoils of this war, and so they decided not to engage into this fight, Carol.
And probably they will try to get another kind of rotation, because they know they need to get inside of Brasilia, but God Unidas probably are trying to get the best position right now, as much as is B4, and maybe B4, if they don't stay in this house in Brasilia, they will go to the other place where they got their booyah. But the team who's also rotating, it is Esports, and maybe they will have a meeting with God.
Maybe this fight will help Fúria.
I'm not talking about the God in heaven.
Yeah, we mean God Unidas. And we may have this fight helping Fúria and maybe Corinthians as well, who's trying to position themselves with only 2 players remaining. But Mike has the info on the SS team. He knows he has the players spotted, and he will use his positioning. The information is already with God Unidas, and Arruda will be the one trying to fight. But Mike already was already spotted, and now SS team knows they have to fight after that bridge crossing. But now we go and join the fight between Nitrox top 10 and what was the other team? INTZ?
Yes,
Team
looks
one,
like
Team
Team
one.
1.
Team 1, and Chinese is the first one to put the first player down. MTS puts Arruda down with the grenade, but look at DJHZZ putting the first player down and back on the lobby. MTS also doing their job, but Chinese puts another player down. The grenade comes in, lots of damage coming in. Bonsai, he gets to Drizzy, and Team 1 is sent back to the lobby. Nice job by Bonsai. And we join the fight between SS and God. That fight that was announced already, but now 1 player down to each side. MTS doing its job with the grenades. Mike trying to come in the grenade once again by MTZ. MTS, the flashbang this time, got the player from God blinded, and they had to take cover in the ice barriers, Carol.
And the ice barriers right now, it is everything for them, because like I said, they are in the out open and they needed to use the ice barrier if they wanted to get a better cover. But
MTS trying to run, but now he knows he has to fight Minuzi. Button is up there, and the grenade coming in to try and get Button over there. He has the shotgun, he has the good positioning, he uses the scoped aim to try and get the kills, but there is a player down for SS team, and it's MTS. Minuzi got the takedown, and they have to fight with 1 less player, but Minuzi is down once again. Button doing the great job with the shotguns, putting Mike down, and look at the shotgun play by Button. He's trying to find the player that was Bobs, and Bobs is down. Triple kill for Button with the shotgun once again. He brings back the shotgun and he takes out the whole God Unidas team. But now we join the fight between Loud and B4. Will and Kawan leading the charge for Loud, and Lobato is leading the charge down there for B4, while Juan tries to use the sniper. He knows the safe zone is incoming, and the safe zone will deal lots and lots of damage. Noda is down. Will and have to use the safe kit, the health kits to help itself, but Kronos will go down as well inside the safe zone. R7 using the grenades, trying to find the kills. R7 gets the kill on Kronos, and now Will and Kawan trying to survive inside the safe zone. Before has a nice spot to defend the entrance of the safe zone, and now Kronos is Kawan is already on the floor once again, and Will is the last player surviving. No, he's not anymore. Loud is back on the lobby. They are wiped out. Nice play by the B14, Carol.
yeah, Loud is back in the lobby, and there is a lot of things and emotions going on right now because Loud is in the last place and they needed to get a couple of points. But who is lucky one right here in Free Fire Brazilian League in Purgatory today? Looks like it is B4. I don't want it to be the kiss of death, but they are in a good position. They will try to get inside of the safe zone right now, and they got their full squad with 2 kills in the over the Loud team.
And meanwhile, Corinthians trying to fight the Nitrox top 10 team, and Gelo gets the first kill. He gets the first point for Corinthians while trying to stay alive with just 2 players, him and Zenax trying to survive, and Hazur and Ousado, the 2 kill leaders for Corinthians, not on the game anymore. Victor 7 is exposed. He might be shot down by Gelo. Gelo got the headshot, but he ain't got the kill. And now he tries to destroy the ice barriers using all the ammo to try and get the kill, and he puts Victor 7 down. Nice play by Gelo trying to get another kill. And now he uses the sniper, he uses the scope, and he puts Victor on the floor. 2 kills for Gelo. Nice job trying to keep Corinthians alive. Meanwhile, we have Fúria fighting against Team Liquid and also fighting against Netshoes Miners. But Team kills. My God, Natividade once again with the grenade! Natividade! And now one trying to join the fight for Furia. 2 players down, 1 player down for Furia. And the B4 team is joining the fight. Field is down, Juan got the kill steal. The players are exchanging positions. B4 is together. Look at Natividade once again with the grenade. Nitrox top 10 is wiped out by Corinthians with only 2 players. EGzinho inside the house trying to keep himself alive. Cebolinha with the grenades as well. We have Netshoes Miners team trying to keep themselves alive, but Cebolinha fell down to the ground. He will die to the safe zone, and he lost its footing for the fall. It gives the advantage back to B4 team. And we have 6 squads remaining in the last safe zone.
And INTZ with the best position right now.
INTZ with the best positioning. Corinthians and SS Sports sent back to the lobby with Aranha doing a great job with 4 kills already. Iago trying to find the kills. God puts Guerra down. And Iago gets the kill on the Furia player. And B4 team is wiped out by INTZ. Italy rushing with the shotgun. Memgad, he puts Guerra down with the grenade, and he's the last player remaining for Furia. He has to try and fight, and now he's wiped out by Italo once again, rushing with the grenade. EGzinho puts Aranha down on the floor. 2 players remaining for INTZ, and there's just 1 player for the Netshoes Miners team. He will try to fight. It's EGzinho. He may try to fight this last fight. He needs to fight. He uses the ice barrier, tries to go in, but it's not enough. So it's Booyah! INTZ! A great job by Italo using the shotgun and getting the kills in the rush. So it's Booyah INTZ, their second Booyah in the season, and it seems like we got the middle of the way between the first day INTZ and the second day INTZ, right, Carol?
Yes, well done to INTZ that we are starting the day asking ourselves who is going to be, what is going to happen, and which INTZ would play today. And we bet that would be the second one that got a Booyah last weekend, got great results, and actually INTZ were in one of the highlights of the days with more points for positions and also for killings. And great stuff for INTZ, who is actually Arruda was the only player in LBFF that with less than 5 kills, but he got at least 10 assistants. And right now it makes a lot of difference. Have assistants, have frontliners, and help them to get these Booyahs with 20 kills. But also great stuff for Netshoes Miners, and I gotta say for Furia as well, that is actually climbing a little bit more in our table. Step by step, of course, baby steps.
And we gotta talk about Netshoes Miners as well. Natividade once again doing miracles with the grenades.
Ooh.
Once again a triple kill for him with the grenades. Cebolinha, Netshoes Miners probably the best basketball team in LBFF right now because of Natividade and Cebolinha, Carol.
And I tell you what, we got the little marketplace in each map, and right now you only can buy 1 grenade, but also you can easily find another grenades, but people have changed some things, something for the grenades, but I don't think that have changed for Netshoes Miners. Right? That haven't changed for Netshoes Miners because they already got the skills with the grenades, especially Nativa, that he needs a trophy to be the best one with the grenades. And it's actually would be a very tied competition between him and MTS, who is also most of his kills here in Free Fire Brazilian League, it is with the grenades. But great stuff from INTZ and well done.
And we have to talk about Vitin and Nobru also with the grenades. There are also 2 players doing the great job, but no one is stopping Natividade. But we need to know who is stopping our standings. We have the updated standings for you guys to see. Corinthians breaking the 250 points barrier with 251. Nice job by Gelo and staying alive and getting the kills with only 2 players remaining. Netshoes Miners rising up to the 3rd place, Carol, keeping themselves alive, and B4 to the 4th place, also bringing down Vivocade and Fluxo, who did not have a good day, as we said in the yesterday games. They did not have a good day, and maybe Netshoes, Miners, and before will be joining Corinthians at the top of the.
And I said that before Netshoes Miners, they had a close and a personal competition between, because they were so close in points, and this still keeps happening because Netshoes Miners finished this last round in the 2nd place and before in the 4th place. So both of them are doing the strategy that Vivocade, Fluxo, and mostly Corinthians did in the first week, that were trying to keep points in the top 3 and in the top 5. But also great day for Furia team. That last weekend I put so much pressure and expectation on them, that they were always a furious team from last season, and right now they are doing baby steps, of course, but they are getting in there. And INTZ, they have come from, they started the day in the 17th place, I mean the bottom, because
the 18th place.
The 18th place, that's right. Loud wasn't in one position above them, and right now they climb all the way to the 11th place.
And it's nice for us to see that INTZ is getting to the 11th place, as you said, and maybe joining the top 10. And we have to say that INTZ will finish the day today with the same maps played as Vivocade, as Fluxo, as Metagaming, as Pain Gaming, as Santos, as the teams from Group A, and they will play each other tomorrow. And maybe INTZ is doing its best to rank up and find a better fight against the Group A, which were their opponents in the worst day INTZ had so far, right?
Yeah, but only tomorrow, Marcelo, we will figure it out if Group A is really the most aggressive one, or if Group B is just Group C is just a easy one to go. Group B is just an easy one to go, because today we got the competition between Group B against Group C, but Group C plays tomorrow again. No, sorry, they play yesterday and today.
Yeah.
But we will figure it out if Group A is really the aggressive one. We should track INTZ tomorrow to see if it was only a easy day for them today, but if tomorrow it's going to be the same for them.
And we got to figure out who will win our last 2 maps of the day, right, Carol? So we need to take a break, take a breather, take some water, and take maybe a leak. So you guys go get a popcorn and take your leak, because we will be right back in just 3 minutes.
Yeah, don't leave us.
Time left, right, knock him out. Two times, knock him out. Knock him out with the left, knock him out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
We are back live for the 5th map of the Brazilian Free Fire League Season 5. The LBFF 5 is on its way. And Carol, it seems that we already have the authorization to take off.
Are we clear to take off? I wasn't even ready.
But you need to get ready, so
That's right.
don't strap your seatbelts.
Okay.
Don't strap it, because it's time to loosen it. Let's go to the air! Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D5 heading straight to Kalahari. I am your Captain Marcel Fiantini, and by my side is Carol Bombshell, my co-pilot. And don't you dare fasten your seatbelts. Loosen it! Fasten your words, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's head right now to Kalahari map, because we know this is the hottest map in Free Fire Brazilian League. Today it is a little bit chill here in Brazil, but I'm pretty much sure things will get even hot in Kalahari map, because we have early confrontations between B4, Fury Team, Team Coda Solid. We'll never know, but one thing we know, it is that Corinthians and Netshoes Miners were the last ones to survive in the last match. Who is going to be this time?
The only thing that we always know about Kalahari map is that before we'll be in the refinery, we'll be in the oil rig, and there they are once again. But this time it seems that they have come in peace, that they don't have to fight anyone for that spot, Carol.
Yes, and something that we have noticed in the past maps that we have watched today, it's that Loud it's been having a very bad day in each one of the maps, but also we have watched Kronos doing an amazing job holding his positioning and also helping Loud, but also today was not one of the glorious day for him.
And
but
Brabox
looks like we have a replacement between Will and Brabox, and something very interesting to talk about Will is that he is the best hush in the history of Free Fire Brazilian League. He's very brave, and he's always the front line of Loud team, but looks like maybe the coach thought that he should take a break, and Brabox came in with a new strategy maybe.
Maybe trying to play the safest game they could, not having a rush player, but trying to keep themselves alive for the end of the matches. And now we see Nitrox top 10 doing their substitutions as well. Spiel coming in for Bonsai. Bonsai was one of the players who were getting the most kills for Nitrox top 10, but maybe he was not executing his functions all that well, right, Carol?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Sometimes your plans doesn't work, and you should always have a plan B. And I don't think that's what it's been happening for before, because they always go to the same drop call, and they keep dying for the same teams. And what is not the same, it is the team 1 that VTRX it's on and Azai is off.
Also a sub in that had I and Bruno are the players who are maybe exchanging positions over there, and they may be the situational players in this team 1 squad, while Drizzy and VN10 are the rock solid, the basis for this lineup, right, Carol?
Of course. But let's see what these guys have bring for us in Kalahari, because we are heading after that to our last map. And in Kalahari right now, what is really important is to get more points right now for the position, especially those ones that are in the other side of our table, and for those who didn't get the right time to shine.
And we will have the fight God Unidas coming up on the Team Liquid squad. But Team Liquid using the grenades, trying to find the kills. Lucas TD using a nice grenade, dealing much damage to the God Unidas team. And now MVR using the shots to keep the players inside of their ice covers. And Loud is also coming and joining this fight, Carol. We may have a triple team fight, but B4 is the first team to get a kill, while Brabox and Mike get 2 players, and Brabox gets the kill for the Loud team. MVR trying to find Mike over there. He got with no bullets left, and he was baited by Minuzi, who got the kill. And now Brabox putting another play out. Peusada trying to come in, but Kronos and Brabox doing a nice job putting the Team Liquid with only one player remaining, and got with also one player remaining. Team Liquid is wiped out and is back on the lobby. It's the first team out with no points for positioning. A quadra kill for Brabox. Seems that the sub in made it count in 7 kills already for Loud. 5 in the hands of Brabox, 2 in the hands of Kronos, and they dealt lots and lots of damage to lots of players, wiped out 2 squads, Carol, and now they have 4 players remaining, 7 kills already, and they might be joining Corinthians for the fight right now. If Loud gets to win this fight, finally we will have Loud with lots and lots of points just by killing, Carol.
Yes, of course, and that will help them a lot to get away off the bottom.
And now Kronos gets the shot on Osado, puts Osado on the ground, and Gelo will be the one trying to help him. But he didn't use the ice barrier. Now he uses the ice barriers and puts Noda to the ground. He may finish Noda up, and Brabox trying to get the kill on the first player from Corinthians, but man got joining the fight for Furia inside the houses. Now getting the kill, stealing the kill from Corinthians, but Brabox got caught in the landmines, and Zenak uses the grenades, but look at Kronos with the grenade! 2 players down, Osado tries to help, and he wipes the whole squad from Loud. Nice start of the game for Loud, but nice fight from Corinthians, and now they have to fight Furia, because the Furia team is way too close, Carol.
Yes, but talking about Loud again, they have a good start in Kalahari map for sure. Maybe Brabox in the team made a great difference for them. Yeah, and that's what we are used to watch from Loud team. But Corinthians is in a better position here in Preferred Brazilian League. They are on the top end. They will come to defend, getting 4 kills, being good positions. But they are also threatened by the other teams like Furia.
And now we have the standoff between Furia and Corinthians. The Wild West standoff, both looking at each other but not drawing their weapon. Now the first shots come in. Memgad trying to find the kills. Furia already with a casualty in their lineup. Field was the first player down, while Memgad 1 and BLGod are still standing. BLGod trying to find the shots, while Memgad also trying to find some good shots. The watchtower is taken by the Corinthians team, and now both teams are trying to fight over there, and we may have another fight going on between Team 1 and the SS team, Carol.
And actually really good to see the difference between both of them, because Team 1 that didn't have a great passage and remarkable one in last season, right now they come very much more aggressive. They are trying to fight as much as they can to be in a good position here this season, but also SS Sports been scoring a lot, but in the last match they didn't have a glorious moment, and except for the button 007 that got great kills for their team, but I'm pretty much sure they are having a hard time today to climb up in the table, because the teams that played yesterday opened big gaps ahead of them.
And Albuton taking lots of shots, and he has to cover himself up with lots of ice barriers. And now Phoenix getting to try and help him, but VTR puts Buton on the ground, and now puts Phoenix on the ground. Nice play by VTR with the double vector. He gets the kill on Phoenix, and now he's pulling up the fight for Team 1, but MTS finds the headshot, puts VN10 on the ground. And Drizzy and VTR are going to try and fight a close fight against the SS team. VTR using the ice barriers once again with the ice barriers. Meanwhile, MTS tries to get to a better placement, but he's out on the open. He uses the shields, and he is protecting himself in the ice barriers. Maybe flanking, but leaving the players open for the shots. MTS got one more player back on the ground, and Team 1 is going to try and flank Jubinha, that is on top of that pyramid of the sanctuary over there. And now they have to retreat. MTS and Drizzy inside the safe zone, trying to fight with the grenades. MTS, VTR leaving the place, and he will be spotted by Jubinha. He took lots of shots, and now he has to leave the safe zone, and he will not be able to. MTS got the kill on Drizzy, and he will finish it off to get the points. 2 points for SS team with killings, and MTS trying to get to the top of the MVP run, right?
Yes, right. And MTS, he should definitely stay alive, and their teammates should help him, because he's for sure getting more points and help them, and also in this fight, this close fight with Mammoth. But he's using his best skills with the grenades and takedown.
Kobe for MTS once again putting Bruno to the ground, and now they have to fight the last player from Team 1 remaining. VTR took a lot of damage, but the double vector puts Jubinha back to the lobby, and now he fights MTS. Nice play by VTR. He gets the double kill, but he gets done by the safe zone, Carol. He gets the team wipe against SS team, but now Team 1 is also wiped, Carol.
And if we know that grenades are bad for the teams and they should watch out for that, they should definitely watch out for double vector, because double vector is also the devil here.
It deals a lot of quick damage. You just watch and see your life bar gets drained like a glass of water turned upside down.
Yeah, and even cannot be compared to the damage that a shotgun gives, because double vector, they got the faster damage.
Definitely. It deals damage too fast. And now Corinthians using that top-down view from the watchtower and trying to get some points against the Netshoes Miners team down there. We have 2 players from Corinthians on the tower, and once again, Carol, we get to the 11th minute of game, and it's the first time we talk about Corinthians.
And Corinthians, who finished in the 2nd place the first match of Kelly Harry, right now they got the chance maybe to get a booyah.
We may have the best positioning from the Corinthians players.
Right now, yes, it is.
And they got the drops, and the drops give them some cover for them to try and hide from the incoming shots from the other teams. Nice positioning from Corinthians, right, Carol?
Yes, especially like you pointed out, the top view helped them a lot, and this is kind of one of the most disputed position. We have seen a lot of times Team Liquid and Metagaming, and right now Corinthians, but Team Liquid went back to the lobby a little bit early this match, and they couldn't have a great confrontation against Corinthians right now, and Corinthians got so far the best position, which if Nitrox top 10 and Netshoes Miners try to get inside of the safe zone, I'm pretty much sure Corinthians will block the way, especially because as we are watching, Zenak right now got a double sniper, which helps break quickly, the quickest to break the ice walls and also get bigger damage.
And Carol, Corinthians is using a different approach for the watchtower.
Yeah.
2 players up, 2 players down to fight the teams trying to come in. But now we have the fight going on between INTZ and B4. Furia also joining the party, and they might be the first one taking names. And Guerra eliminates the first player, but Lobato using the Grossa eliminates the whole Furia squad. Furia is out and back on the lobby, and now it's INTZ against B4. The fight that was the initial fight for this place, for the oil rig, and now they are fighting. Corinthians also fighting the Nitrox top 10 teams. The grenades coming in, lots and lots of grenades. Zenak trying to help, but Gelo is on the ground with the grenade launcher. Victor doing a great job. Ousado trying to flank the players from Nitrox top 10, and he gets the first player down. He gets the first takedown, but his teammates are also down, and he has to help. And Victor with the headshot with the AWM. Now, the 2 players from Corinthians need to go down. They took lots of damage, and Zenak trying to eliminate some of the players over there to get a safe spot to go down, but it's not gonna happen. He got the kill on Train, and now he have to fight all by himself. Nitrox top 10 with only 1 player down, and now the team Coda Solid coming in, and the B4 squad is the one fighting them with the top-down view, doing a great job. Juan once again with a good job, and now he eliminates back. Triple kill for Juan, and he's going over to try and eliminate Ney. He gets the kill on Ney, gets the quadra kill, doing an amazing job. Juan over there right now for the B14, while R7 Lobato tried to go in, but Vitin gets the kill on Juan. Victor gets the nice kill on Vitin. Quali trying to bring himself back, but Team Coda Solid is wiped out. They're back on the lobby. Aranha, he's fighting the fight for against B4, and the B4 team is eliminated as well. Nitrox top 10 doing a great use of grenades. GHCZ eliminates Natividade with the grenade. This time, the dealer was dealt with the grenades. Shine is trying to find the kills, and Corinthians is wiped out on the 4th place. Netshoes Miners also wiped out. It's INTZ against Nitrox top 10. Will we have the double booyah from INTZ? The double straight booyah from INTZ. The grenade comes in, and Victor is down. Nice grenade by Ítalo. Aranha dancing to taunt their players, but Spill gets the kill. Victor is down. He will be eliminated. Ítalo knows. Has spotted already the Nitrox top 10 players, and Victor is down. Shinez with the submachine gun trying to get the kills. Aranha puts the first player down, puts the second player down, so it's booyah INTZ!
Wow. Can you believe your eyes right now, Marcelo?
INTZ with the double straight booyah! A nice play once again by Ítalo, once again by Aranha. And INTZ, they started the day in the last place of the table, the 18th place, and they get 2 booyahs in a row, Carol!
Yes, a double booyah for INTZ right now. And actually, when we got a better view of the map on the top, we were watching B4 against Team Coda Solid, and I was pretty much sure B4 have got this, but also INTZ was just hiding and waiting for the right moment to come with their action, and they sure did. They are proving us wrong that even if you're in the last place, you are also able to get a booyah. And congratulations to these guys with Guerra, Ítalo, Luca, Aranha, and Ruivo did right now was definitely a breathtaking, and congratulations.
And finally, INTZ finding their best game. 2 booyahs in a row. It seems like the first day was the off day for them, right, Carol?
Yeah, it was just to, to get in the vibe. We know they struggled a little bit last season. They went even to the Access group, but they have earned their spot back in Serie A. And right now they are proving us wrong, Marcelo, showing us that they can do anything as much of these guys. But the MVP for this last match was Barabox from Loud, who came in right here, but did great things, which also helped Loud to be in the top 10.
In the top 6?
Inside of the top 10, he finished in the 6th place with 8 points, helping Loud somehow. We will check that in their standings.
And once again, let's talk about it once again.
Before I say or you say it.
Before getting the 2nd place, but Corinthians in the 4th place with 11 points. Team Liquid with no points, the team that we said that were closest to Corinthians in their consistency, but Corinthians with 11 points, once again going to 262 points, Carol.
Yeah, open big gaps, open big advantages in the first place, and that's what we're talking about. That's what the first weeks are, to helping you open big points ahead of the other teams. So by the middle, at least, of the competition, will not let any team to get closer. Will make this be even harder to get close to you, like Loud. In comparison of Loud and Corinthians right now, there is a huge difference. I don't know even if Loud will be able to get in the 200 points with Corinthians right now.
Corinthians opening the gaps, but nice work from INTZ, scoring 19 more points, and we might, for the first time in this season, see INTZ on the left side of the screen, of the left side of the standings, and we will get to check this out right now, because the standings are coming in, and indeed we have INTZ for the first time in the left side of the screen, Carol.
But not only that, look how many points for killing Corinthians got. The only team that have already reached the mark of 100 points for killing, and this is a huge difference between before, that is in the second place right now, and also leaving me very speechless, because I wasn't pictured to see before and Netshoes Miners in their position, and they probably will keep that until tomorrow maybe.
But Carol, check this out. Corinthians is 21 points, 21 kill points in front of B4. If you add 21 points to B4, they will get to 215 kills, to 251 points. That's way too largely behind Corinthians, even if we even their kills, and they have even Booyahs with 3 apiece. That shows the consistency in rankings for Corinthians. They are getting lots and lots of their points coming through positioning inside the maps, right?
Yeah, but talking about consistency, is Loud able right now to keep this consistency right now? Once they open, they right now in Kalahari map, open, giving them a space to be in our top 10 points for the players. If they are able right now to keep it up with the same consistency, maybe to climb a little bit to the top 5, to the top 4, and as it go on, because right now they already start to feeling a little bit more in the game, because they took down 2 teams, right? Team
Definitely.
Liquid and God.
And was that Brabox?
Was Brebox the key for Loud team? Maybe he works, and maybe in the last match he will be on again, because today was not a good day for Will, who is, in my opinion, the best player of Loud so far.
And now we have Loud getting points for killing, being in the first page of teams in the top 6 to watch to have the points that came from the game, and they now just need to work on their positioning for the next map, right,
Yeah,
Carol?
but I tell you what, Marcelo, I really need a moment, just 1 minute. Can we have 1 minute just to take a drink?
I'll give you 3.
3?
3.
Are you serious? I think
Yeah.
we just have 1.
I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. I'm here to give to the people. So let's give Carol 3 minutes. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's just 1 minute. We
Okay,
don't
I'm
have
not
1
Santa
minute.
Claus. I'm not Santa Claus. My boss over here told me it's 1 minute, and let's go, because Carol needs this 1 minute. The Santos team also in the fight. Rafa and Mamute once again using the grenades. Lucky puts Rafa down finally, and Mamute brings Rafa back. My God, what is this? Los Grandes Team Squad doing 14 kills for the 2 players.
One time left, right, knock 'em out. Two times, knock 'em out. Knock 'em out with the left, knock 'em out with the right. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out for the night.
I tried to give Carol 3 minutes, but we could not. We could give her only 1 minute. And you know why, right, Carol?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Can you tell me why?
Because we are ready to take off. So let's go to the air, and we are really close to taking off, Carol. But we have to talk about the Bermuda map, and
Talking
what
about
do you
Bermuda.
expect?
Yeah, talking about Bermuda, my expectation right now is to get inside of the plane and heading there.
So let's get to the plane, because we've got the clearance to take off. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R5D6 heading straight to Bermuda. I am your pilot, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our final destination in Bermuda. So, like the pilot just said, loosen your seatbelts and be very careful because the grounds are dangerous right now. With these players, you can easily get headshots and straight back to the lobby. And I don't want to hear any cry.
So please, don't you cry tonight. There's a heaven above you, baby.
Oh, Marcelo, you definitely got the jokes and the songs.
Yeah, musical references are my strong. I've gotta say.
But what
Every sentence you say brings me to a music in my head. I try not to shoot every trigger you give me, because then we will become a karaoke stream and not a Free Fire stream. But we already have the first fight going in. Furia and Team Liquid joining themselves in the observatory, a place that we are having lots and lots of fights in the beginning of the game, right, Carol?
And it is very common. As I already said, I talked to Altman, the coach of Furia team, and he said they will never give up of observatory call, and actually they have been quite having the best results against the other teams, but also getting very damaged. And then when they tried to rotate, they were having more problems. So let's see what Team Liquid is up right now, because the other team, Loud, that is close to them, took them down.
And we gotta say, Carol, more damage means more utility usage, right?
The tools.
The med kits are not infinite, and you have to have a good balance on its use and try not to get hit a lot for you not to ruin your stocks of med kit, right?
That's right. So, I mean, it is definitely important for you to get as much as tools as you can and not to miss any med kits, because it is going to be important along the way. But I don't know what is the strategy of Team Liquid is using right now, if they should stay or they should go, Marcelo.
You try to trigger me all the time. I'm telling you. You try to trigger me all the time. And now we have another sub, Vitin, coming in for IGZin or EGZin. And Vitin is the grenadier for the Netshoes Miners team. He has been using the grenades quite well, right? Him and Atividade.
That's why I keep saying that they have should give a trophy or even at least like the MVP for these guys with the grenades, because grenades have been the most guns here in Free Fire Brazilian League to take down the other teams. They have been using so gratefully this grenade that we should definitely open a list to give these guys a trophy.
I believe we should have.
I believe I can fly. You gave me a trigger right now.
But I believe that we should have the Kobe Bryant Award for the best grenadiers in the season.
That's the best. That should be the name of the trophy.
Kobe Bryant Award.
Kobe Bryant Award with you guys, and maybe we will do that by the end of the.
If our bosses don't bring it, I will buy it from Serginho, Professor Serginho, who makes the trophies using used soap. That remaining soap that you never use, that's on your shower, that you stick together to the next soap that you use, and it keeps rising as a huge mass of used soap. So we give this to Professor Serginho, and he artistically transforms it into a trophy.
And that's the kind of comments you get here in Free Fire Brazilian League, guys. The soap, the song, and maybe the fight, because Furia is coming for Team 1 that is heading to Bima's X trip.
We might get this fight going on because both teams are coming in with no information about each other. Now Field might be the first player to spot their opponents, but maybe not. He got inside the storage room, the storage house, but now he will get the info on Team 1.
And we have watched this battle before. We saw that even though Furia is one of the furious teams here, they are getting a great damage. So maybe they win this battle, but it's not going to be good for them.
Drizzy using the grenades, trying to find the kills, but look at VTRX using the submachine gun to get quick shots and maybe a kill over there, but that didn't happen. And now Team 1 will try and rush Furia, but Furia is also coming in. They are already inside the house. The ice barriers are being used by Team 1 to delay Furia in trying to get to the house, but now the grenades coming in. VN10 using the ice barrier while he was trying to flank. He was spotted trying to flank, and now the grenades coming in. Drizzy gets the first player down. It's 1-9. He is put down, and the grenades are coming in. Drizzy once again using the submachine guns, trying to get the quick shots over there. VN10 fighting for its life. Bruno trying to flank. He gets to inside the house, and Field is sent to the ground. But 1-9 is getting to the fight as well. Drizzy on the ground. He was doing a great job with the grenades, and also 1-9 puts Bruno down. 2 players down by the hands of 1-9.
Wow.
Memgods gets VTR to the floor, and VN10 is the last player standing for Team 1. And Team 1 is wiped out by 1-9 and Memgod. Furia gets the full squad wipe, and now they have to quickly raise their teammates because Field almost went out because of the time he spent down during that fight, but they got the squad wipe, Carol.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we always talk about the MVP duo, who is Peusada and MVR of Team Liquid, and also Sebotiva from Netshoes Miners. We gotta talk about Memgod and 1-9, what they do as a team players. That's excellent.
Would that be the one man?
One mem?
One man.
Yeah, that could be funny though.
And now we have, before fighting against INTZ, there's already an INTZ player that was sent back to the lobby, but the grenades coming in by Guerra. He puts Lobato on the ground, and now R7 has to try and get his teammate back on its footing. But now Juan fighting in the middle of the hills, and Aranha using the P90 to put the player down. Lobato also down, and Iago. But INTZ have Lucas SKN eliminated and sent back to the lobby. While 2 players from before try to fight this fight. They are Juan and Iago, but the SS team trying to get the spoils of war. They are getting to the fight, and they have a B4 team all beaten up, and they have an INTZ all beaten up, but they are not going to fight. But God Unidas is also getting close to that fight, Carol.
And God Unidas will definitely come, because right now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they have been gone to the bottom in the 8th place of our table, only 1 point behind of Loud team, and they should definitely be aware of that and come for some points. But it's going to be hard for them, and I don't think they wanted to miss anything.
But now we have Furia and Loud maybe joining each other in a bloodbath, in a slugfest in the middle of the map. And Furia has the best positioning with the sights, the top-down sights. but it seems that this fight is not gonna happen, Carol.
Yeah, I don't think Fury have spotted them, or even if Loud will come to be Mazak, because probably they have know that there's teams there. But there we go. Now they know.
Now they know, and now Furia is coming in, and maybe they will join Loud, and we have another team coming in as well, Carol. The drone is passing through the region, and now Furia started the fight. The Furia team engaged into the fight, and Noda trying to find the shots over there, but BL God is the one who needs to take care of the rush from Loud. Him and 1-9 trying to find the shots over there. 1-9 is climbing the hills, and Noda with the sniper puts one to the ground. Field also brings it back and puts one of the Loud players to the ground, and now he will try to rush and help its teammates, but K1 is coming using the ice barriers. MemGod is using its advantage from the top view, but BL God is exposed, and now K1 tries to get a kill. The grenade comes in by Noda. It bounces, it deals lots of damage, but it does not put BL God to the ground. But Brabox is coming in with the shotgun, and he puts BL God to the ground. He finishes it off, and there are only 2 Furia players remaining, and they are retreating, Carol.
They are taking off, you know. Leave, guys, because right now Loud showed us a very good game with the assistance and the rush.
But now Team Liquid is joining the fight, Carol. Sorry to interrupt you, because the players are coming in, and VR already put the first player, that was K1, on the floor, and now he's fighting with the sniper rifles. Brabox is down below, and he will get trampled by Peusada and Pedro Ares. Noda trying to come and help Brabox over there. They will have a 2v2 fight near the house. Peusada trying to get some information on the Loud players over there. He spotted Noda, and now he knows that Brabox is trying to come over. Brabox uses the ice barrier. One more ice barrier by Pedro Ares, and we are also having the fight between God Unidas and Corinthians. But we are keen on the Team Liquid, Team Loud fight. The grenades coming in by Pedro Ares, trying to find the kills over there. He finds a good grenade, but he doesn't deal any damage to Brabox that was hiding behind the defenses, Carol.
And it's also important to have this kind of assistance. Like I said, the Loud had a really good one helping Brabox to get an approach. One of the players of Furia team, and right now I'm pretty much sure Netshoes Miners will be having a hard time with Team Coda Solid.
And Quali gets the first kill with a headshot on Cebolinha and puts the player down. He has to be taken up by its partners, and Atividade was there getting the ice barriers ready. But now Loud and Team Liquid are finally going at it for realsies. 2 players down by the Loud team, and Team Liquid coming in with anger, and they wipe out Team Loud with easy, Carol.
That was so easy. That was so easy. Even though they had the advantage to be closest of the gas, that was really easy for Team Liquid to get this approach of Loud. And I'm asking myself why, because Loud got everything they needed, all the tools they needed to get it, to win this fight.
And now we have the Corinthians got fight going on over here. Mike and Minuzi are the players leading the charge for God, and now they are retreating because Corinthians is coming in with blood on their eyes. Corinthians, the top team in the standings right now, is trying to trample God, who are retreating to inside the house. They are trying to fight the safe fight. Meanwhile, MemGod from Furia fighting the Team Coda Solid, and Nitrox top 10 fighting before. 2 players from before are over there. Juan is also on the floor. Chinês wiping out the whole team. Oh my God, Chinês!
With his eyes very open, he got a squad.
With eyes wide open.
Oh goodness. And talking about God, there it is, trying to get the kills over our top 1, that is Corinthians. Are they very bad about that? Do you think they will get kills?
They may try to get some kills, but now the fight is going on between Team Liquid and Nitrox top 10. Team Liquid that wiped out all the Team Loud with ease, but now look at the usage of grenades from Victor.
25 grenades he has in his hands.
3, 2, 1, and he used all of his grenades. He's
out of
left
grenades.
with only 1 grenade, but Team SS found Team Liquid from behind and got 2 kills. Button doing a great job, puts MVR back to the lobby, and now the teams are sandwiching Team Liquid right now. Nitrox top 10 and SS are sandwiching Team Liquid right now, and Nitrox top 10 is wiped out before Team Liquid.
Wow.
Nitrox top 10 gets wiped out because SS team changed their aims, and now they have only Pedro to deal with for Team Liquid. Nice strategy by the SS team, who gets the whole squad wiped. And Corinthians also down, losing the fight against God Unidas. Team Liquid gets wiped out with 8 points. But now God Unidas gets the kill and now sends Corinthians back to the lobby in the 7th place. We have the fight going on between Netshoes Miners and God Unidas, and Natividade is sent back to the floor by Bobs. Nice usage of the shotgun, and he's coming in trying to trample Train, but Train uses the shield and gives him lots and lots of damage. Natividade using the medkit over there to keep fighting, and Cebolinha sends Mike straight back home. The games are over for you today, Mike. And now Vitinho running and trying to find Minuzzi over there. Him and Bobs doing the great job with the grenades. Bobs puts Vitinho down with the headshot. But look at Bobs eliminating the 2 players that were down and sending them back to the lobby. But now God Unidas have to leave the safe zone while Ney and Team Coda Solid get together and eliminate God Unidas. Nice work by Natividade as well, keeping himself alive. But will he be able? No, he was unable to get to the safe zone. So Netshoes Miners are also back home. Team Coda Solid, INTZ once again in the top 5. Furia, the SS team are the teams remaining. 4 teams remaining, 12 players. And we know that Team Coda Solid and INTZ all have their squads full. And now the fight goes on between them. But Team Coda Solid, oh my God! They destroyed INTZ!
Wow.
And now Furia is fighting Team Coda Solid, trying to get to the best placement inside the safe zone. Quali, nice job by Quali and by Beck, eliminating Furia. Button, he's the one who tries to start the fight. He kills Ney, he got a triple kill. Doing a nice job, Button, starting the fights for the Team SS. And now the sniper rifle Phoenix over there gets the kill on Pack. Jubinha wipes Quali, and it's Boo! Yeah! SS Esports!
Wow, what a great booyah for SS Sports, and with this one more booyah, they got an amount of 3 booyahs, joining the team with Corinthians before.
4 booyahs.
4 booyahs?
4 booyahs. They are leading the scoreboard in booyahs. They got 2 in the first day and 2 today.
Oh, this is the second one. Oh, yes, of course. SS Sports already got 1 booyah today. So this is also the second booyah and the 4 booyahs. They are the only team right now with the 4 booyahs, right, Marcelo?
The only team with 4 booyahs, and a nice job by a team that did not spend their time taking the safe game. They went for the fight and they won the fights. And that leaves them with lots of points for this round, right, Carol?
Of course, lots of points for them, but not only for them. We have to give a big shout out to also to for Team Coda Solid that finished in the 2nd place. And actually they did the kind of game that Corinthians did, to be in the late stages of the game, to hold in their position, and then to get a few kills. And we have noticed that's already work here. But 21 points for SS Sports, well done. And also Furia team once again in the other hand of Corinthians, and before Furia team stands in the 3rd place right now in the top 3. Good job.
Nice job by INTZ once again, getting points, getting their 9 points. Netshoes Miners also with the 9 points.
And God actually right now just, I'm sorry for cut you, but
no problem.
God right now, they were 1 point behind of Loud in their standings. And right now with 12 more points, probably they open a big gap ahead of Loud, which it is bad. Really bad news for Loud.
Loud will finish the day in the last place, Carol. We had a nice day of Free Fire, but Loud tried so hard and could not leave the last place on the standings. What is going on, Carol?
There's no explanation for Loud right now. Maybe they were feeling themselves too much because they have getting great results from last season and also on the World Series, or maybe they were just too tired. But there is no explanation for a team they have the exactly same squad, the exactly same place, and last season they had a great season, and right now in the bottom. Yes, definitely no big explanation for Loud, but there's
Could
also
just interrupt.
yeah, just go.
Could it be the World Series hangover?
Yeah, the time zone. But it's been almost a month, guys, so yeah. But as much as we cannot not explain Loud to have the same squad and not good results this season, we cannot explain SS Sports that it's the 30th season they changed their players, and right now they are having a great season for sure.
And
Much less season.
one thing that we talked about in the first day is that INTZ kept their core of players. They just brought in Aranha to complete and change a little bit of the pacing of the squad. And it seems like INTZ took the first day to find out how to play with Aranha inside of the squad, and now they are having a blast.
Definitely. And it was, if yesterday was a day, a Corinthians day, today was definitely INTZ day. Of course, they are not in the top 5, they are not in the top 3, but thinking about to come from the bottom and go all the way at least to the top 10, that's everything for them, especially because last season that was one of the worst season for them, and they went even to the access group, and then they have earned the place back in the Serie A, and here they are showing us what they came for.
And we gotta know what were the highlights of the day for us to keep extending our talk of what happened today. INTZ leading with 84 points and 33 kills.
And I tell you what, Marcelo, this is probably the best points we have in Free Fire Brazilian League so far. INTZ with 84 points, the best points for a team right now in a round.
And SS Sports not that far behind,
not that far,
with 32 points, and B4 with 26 kills. And we gotta point out, Natividade with 13 kills, probably 12 with a grenade.
But I'm asking myself now if Button 99 and the other play from INTZ was not also for grenades.
Button 99 was with the shotgun. He is doing an amazing job for SS team, being the player, the leader of the rush, and getting the kills with the shotgun. So probably Button is the player who had the most impact for the SS team, more than MTS today. We gotta say that Button was more decisive for those two booyahs of SS Sports than MTS. And now we gotta check who were the kill leaders.
The MVP list, there we go. IMTS with only 34, 30. Help me with the math.
Are you calculating? There were 10 kills. He had 27 kills yesterday.
Yeah, so basically 10 more kills for him in his baggage right now. Passing over Mahmoud, who will come tomorrow, very mad with him for these results. And I'm pretty much sure we're gonna watch great action. And Mem God is joining the
silently
list.
Working.
Silently, yes, perfectly word to use right now, because I wasn't expected to see Mem God today with the mark of 30 kills already. I was expecting from Nativa, because we saw in one single match he got at least 5 kills by himself, but I wasn't expected at all to see Memgod, who is also last season on the run to be one of the MVPs as well.
Nativa had a match with 7 kills. He
Seven.
He had 2 triple kills with the grenade today.
Well
so expected from us to see Nativa on the top 5, but we gotta check out as well who was the best team of the day.
And I gotta guess.
We got it right.
Should we say that together?
INTZ once again going out as the best team of the day. Maybe not as consistent as they were in the first 2 maps in Bermuda, but Purgatory, they were not even consistent. They were dominant in Purgatory, right, Carol?
They were definitely dominant in Purgatory. As we see here, they got most of their points, 37 points. We saw that in the first match of Purgatory. They were so close to get a booyah, but it doesn't matter. They got a double booyah today in the best highlights for killing, for points, and
the player with most kills in the day, right? Aranha,
and the player
leading
with the most
the
kills of
for
the
the
day.
day.
Of course, and as I already said, right now in LBFF 5, this is the best results that we got so far from INTZ team. They are the only team that got most of points this season.
And they did it twice, Carol. It's amazing that INTZ had a awful first day, but they were the best team in the 2 following days they played. So INTZ raised its rankings, raised on the standings, and we are going to check the standings right now to know what that did to INTZ, the INTZ team that went to the 10th place because of the best points that SS team scored getting the booyah. However, they are now away from that last pack of teams that are fighting to remain on the top 12. They are getting to the pack of the teams that are certain in the top 12. They are in the 10th place. They are in the top 10. That's fair to say. They are in the top 10, and they are now fighting for the top of the standings, not anymore for the bottom of the standings.
That's completely right, but what's most right now is to see Netshoes Miners thrown off before finishing the day in the 2nd place. They deserve that. They have done a great job today, and that's a great standings. I wasn't ready to watch teams like Corinthians, Netshoes Miners before in the position where they are right now. Even Nitrox and Team Coda Solid, that came all the way from the 2nd division of Free Fire, are doing a better job than Loud, God, Team Liquid, those ones that we already put a lot of expectations on.
And the thing is, Carol, we have Corinthians Netshoes before Furia and Team Coda Solid inside the top 9 that will not play anymore this week. But we have SS Esports in the 8th place, and they have one more day of matches. Maybe the SS Esports team, with now 4 booyahs, leading the scoreboard in booyahs, maybe them and INTZ are the teams for us to keep an eye on tomorrow.
Definitely we should keep an eye on these guys tomorrow, and we will start the day tomorrow talking about of them, because if you're not aware, this season we have games on Monday, Marcelo.
3 days of Free Fire for you guys to watch. We have the schedule for you guys to check, because tomorrow Group A meets Group B once again as we started the season, and now as we finish the 2nd week of Free Fire in the 6th round. Fluxo, Los Grandes, Metagaming, Pen Gaming, Santos, and VivoGate are back to the servers to fight against God Unidas, INTZ, Loud, Nitrox, Top 10, SS Esports, and Team Liquid, Carol.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited to watch tomorrow games, especially because we have Los Grandes and SS Sports fighting against each other, and MTS and Mammoth fighting against the MVP position.
Fighting for this MVP position, and SS Esports and Los Grandes may be fighting for the 2nd place on the rankings. If they cannot get to Corinthians, it will be tough to get to Corinthians. Los Grandes have the opportunity to get to Corinthians if they score, if they perform like they did in the first week. We did not see it from them in the first day of the second week, but we may have a war zone on the servers tomorrow.
Yeah, and things have changed a lot. We haven't seen that Los Grandes already reached the top in the first position, the second, the third, even Vivocade and Fluxo team, but things have changed a lot. But one thing that haven't changed today in the whole day was Corinthians. They have kept their place in the top 1, defending, standing in the top 3 in most of the matches, and that was a quite solid game for them today.
They had their top 5 finishes. Only one match they finished behind the top 10.
Yeah.
They scored points in almost all games, and that shows up why Corinthians is leading the table, right, Carol?
Yes, definitely right. And that's actually the same approach that Netshoes Miners are doing. They are right behind of Corinthians right now. I don't think any of these guys that are in the second and the third placer are close enough of the points that Corinthians have right now, but if they learn from Corinthians and adopt this kind of strategies, they will eventually will come there. And let's hope that Corinthians have a bad day to help them, right?
But Corinthians will not have a day tomorrow, actually, but we will have, and we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. in Brazil, 6 p.m. in the Eastern time in the United States, because we gotta take off, Carol.
Already?
We gotta take off. We gotta rest our voices a little bit to bring the best from Brazilian Free Fire League, the LBFF 5 for you guys tomorrow. So, Carol, thank you once again for being by my side for this nice day of Free Fire.
Thank you so much, Marcelo, and I hope you can join me tomorrow with the company of the Free Fire fans, and I see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you all for watching, and I expect you here tomorrow for more Free Fire. We see you soon. We see you tomorrow. Let's take off right now because it's time to drop.